Hopefully your internet's fast.
Yeah, I'm hoping it is too. You keep clicking in and out. What up, people? How y'all doing tonight? I think we're live. Let me see. Are we live, people? Delete funds. I have arrived. Yes, you have. How you doing? Can y'all hear me? Are we good? Live. That's what I'm seeing in there. I don't. Yep. Okay, it looks like we're live. Hello, everybody. Good to see you. Great fucking day, is it not? We've been showered with gifts from the universe. What did I tell you guys? The last time we talked about delete laws, what did I tell y'all? I'm going to ask you, let's see who's paying attention out there. I was going to cover him under two circumstances. The first one was that he goes through a fucking windshield. I'd cover him if that happens, right? But the second one, what happens? When would I cover delete laws again? Anybody? Anybody want to tell me? When he goes to jail. And where's he at now? Where's that little bitch at now? That's right. Having a good time in the Gray Bar Motel. He's got 6 months of free fucking rent coming up. He ain't got to fucking worry about all those tyrannical cops hiding behind signs, giving people speeding tickets that he has no fucking business sticking his nose in. Yeah, he ain't got to worry about that anymore. Ain't too many cops giving people tickets in jail, bitch. God, y'all are going to have to excuse me. I fucking hate that guy. I don't hate a lot of people, okay? I prefer to say I extremely dislike people. I fucking hate that guy. I fucking hate him.
Somebody's mentioning
what?
Turn your mic down. Somebody said turn your mic down. Just
okay, I got you.
Peek in the middle.
Okay, my bad. Yeah, I'm going to be a little exciting guy. So
it'd be my fault. I actually was telling him to turn it up a minute ago. So
you're getting real. You're real choppy for some reason on my end. Maybe I don't know about it. But anyway, guys, God, it's great to see you. It's great to be streaming again because guess fucking what? The motherfucker's in jail, so I'm going to cover it. Are you having a good day, guys? Is it a good day for you to see Chili in jail? Put a 1 in the chat. I haven't said that in a long time, have I? Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if it's a good day for you because Chili's in jail. How about that? Brainy, you start because you have the advantage. You hear it before they do. Go put the 1. Hurry up. Let me give you guys an introduction to Brainy Beaver right here. Most of you guys
Beaver
know him,
Zero?
but God damn it! I keep forgetting the fucking Beaver Zero thing. No, go on camera so you can tell. There you go. Ha! It's Brainy.
How's it going? Beaver Zero.
Yeah, and we also have I've got a Bluetooth headset, so we might have a little bit of delay and speaking over each other, but god damn, it feels good to be back streaming. I've wanted to stream, I'm not gonna lie, I've been wanting to stream, I just haven't really felt like I wanted to stream about anything in particular, and I don't know, this is a good reason to stream right here for me. But yeah, we do have my good friend Brainy Beaver. Beaver Zero, go check his channel out. He is one of the original Chili haters. So a lot of people don't realize this. If you're new to the Chili game, right? I was the guy that brought him into this arena. Like I covered a video of his, and it was so funny because I covered it like 2 months after I found it. I'd forgot that I had it in my list of things to cover, and I was looking for something to cover one day, and I was like, oh, I forgot about this jackass. This constitutional law scholar. I was like, oh shit, let's make fun of this dumb fuck, right? So I get him and I make fun of him. As I'm waiting for the premiere, he's in my live chat. And inside of the live chat, he's like, I've got to stop. I've got a timer going. If you go any longer than 30 seconds on my video, I'll hit you with a copyright strike. And I was laughing. I was like, apparently you don't know how this fucking works. Mr. Delete Laws, you dumb fuck, you Karen, you're about to get clowned on if you think you're going to copyright strike me. First off, I love my audience. I tell this to people all the time. There are so many fucking boring ass court channels that just want boring ass eyes. I don't want that. I want the raunchy. I want the fucking people that are fucking willing to laugh at me making a fucking kind of halfway decent joke at someone else's fucking expense. That's what I want. And you know what? In the long run, I've got a very, very loyal fan base. a very loyal fan base. So when people attack me, I'm not just the one that attacks back. I always hit back. I don't need you guys to hit back for me. But I love the fact that every time I look up, one of you guys is swinging over my shoulder and hitting whoever's in front of me for me as well, as I'm hitting them too. So thank you guys for that. And I've developed this extremely loyal fan base because of it, right? Like if you're subscribed to me, it's because you like my raunchy style. If you were like, you know how many times I hear that? I wish you would just stop talking so I can watch the video. Go fucking watch the video then. Go somewhere else and watch the video. A million court channels out there will just tell you, oh, I'll put the video up for you to watch. But you're a boring ass person. That's why you and I don't get along. So when it came to Chili, he said that, and I was like, look here, bro, don't fucking start threatening me, because if you start threatening me with copyright strikes, my crowd will come over and stomp you in your ass. And he did. He threatened me. Then you guys went out and attacked him. So this is the Chili history stream, okay? We'll go through a real quick Chili history so we can remind everybody about how this all got to this point. How did we get to this point, right? And we'll go through the you want to do that, Brainy? You want to kind of go through, and I'll turn to you guys too. Like I'm going to read super chats as we go. I'm not going to wait till the end. I'm going to do it all as we go. But I want y'all to keep in mind and keep reminding me of key points in the story of Chili. And we're going to tell the story of Chili today, from the day I brought him into this fucking this arena, this group, until the end. And you guys are the best fucking people. Gunner TV, what's up, bro? Guess what? Chili
Gunner
suing
TV's
you
in here?
too,
That's pretty
right?
cool.
Yeah, Chili suing him.
Oh yeah,
too.
Chili wants to sue all of us.
Anyway, Gunner's a really good channel.
I'm gonna help your internet. I'm just gonna help your internet. I'm gonna send you an image that you should put in my video to help your speed.
Yeah, just okay? That's fine. Okay, so anyway, so Gunner, you're a really good channel. I love watching your stuff, man. Fucking badass that you're here. Thanks for coming by. Chili's trying to fucking, or he was trying to sue you. You were added to his federal civil torts lawsuit. Like, and don't worry, I've been sued 3 times by him now. He can't win shit. So anyway, so yeah, we brought him in. I brought him in, and I had that debate. And here was the thing I took away from this debate. And I was like, as soon as he said this, I said, I'm gonna go after this guy. I've got to stop this. I got to stop this guy from spreading this dumbass message, right? So we were in this debate, and I said he was trying to argue that cops shouldn't be able to do anything to anybody until the crime has already been committed. And so I said, okay, well, what if a police officer comes around a corner and there's a woman there, right? And her fiance, boyfriend, whatever, has got a knife up to her throat. Pointed blade at the throat. Now, it's not touching, though. It's not touching, okay? Not touching. He hasn't assaulted her yet, okay? It's right there. What can the cop do? And he said, cop can't do anything. Cop can't do anything until the man stabs her in the throat or actually assaults her. And I was like, you're fucking crazy, bro. I was like, you're fucking crazy. That's not about to fucking happen, and you're a piece of shit. So then he said, this was when it all started getting funny, when I started making fun of him, right? And anybody can go to my page when you come to my landing page on YouTube. Literally, it has Chili on there going, Team Skeptic is on our side. He's for law and order. And I was like, yeah, about that. And he goes, oh, Team Skeptic's making fun of me? That's nice. It's the greatest fucking thing in the world. I'd put it on my fucking splash page so that every Chili fucking retard that comes over and says, oh my God, Team Skeptic's making fun of him again. It says right there, Team Skeptic's on our side. He's for law and order, which I am. It's that dumb fuck that's not for law and order. That dumb fuck is for no order, no laws, delete laws. That's his fucking channel name. Delete fucking laws. He ain't for law and order or nothing. So then I started attacking him, and he didn't like that. Now, this was pre-suing, everybody. Remember, he hadn't sued me at this point. He just threatened to sue me a few times. Then Kate got involved. Kate got involved immediately after. In fact, I told Kate, I was on the phone with Kate one day. It was at 2 studios back, right? 2 studios back. I was on the phone with Kate because we're actually friends in real life. Misha's and Kate are actually real life friends. So I was on the phone with her and I was telling her, I was like, man, you need to get on this constitutional law scholar, man. He's fucking easy. He's easy money. And when I say easy money, it's not money that's coming in for him that's easy. When I say easy money, like a layup, it's easy money. He is so dumb that it's easy to make fun of this guy. And she jumped on and she started making fun of him too. And she was first off, she was way better at making fun of him than me, but it wasn't just her. It was you guys. Because all of you guys out there, y'all are fucking way funnier than me. I'm like, what the fuck? How do I come up with these jokes? What drugs are you taking to make you think on these levels? Because you're a fucking funny person. That is every single fucking person that leaves a comment in my comment section and on Kate's channel. Everybody, let's see it in there. Kate always wins. K-A-W. Put it in the chat, baby. Put it in the chat. K-A-W. Kate always wins. Fuck Chili. Kate always wins. TTU, baby. TTU. All right, so, and hey, I wanna also take a little break because, no. I'm not gonna take a break because I wanted to tell y'all something, but I'm gonna wait till it's relevant in the story because there's somebody out there that deserves a whole hell of a lot of appreciation from my end. Okay, on my end, these people, I will never fucking stop fucking with them. As long as they want to fuck with me, I'll fuck with them. All right, and it's this right here. You see this back right here? We're going to talk about this in a second because they play a fucking role in this story. All right, so then there was the Boston. Okay, so now we're going to jump over. I want y'all to kind of type in the chat. I'm going to read some super chats out, okay? And what I want y'all to do is I want y'all to type in the chat, talk about the Boston thing. Remember what happened in Boston when he assaulted Kate? Yes, he assaulted Kate. You guys remember? Let's see. Let me get over here and look at the. Oh man, you know what? They've changed shit over. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing anymore because I haven't streamed. I guess it's under fan funding. Ah, yes, there I found it. Hey, we need to do a Whiskey Wednesday in Prague. I'll be in Prague in a couple of days. Or no, you know what? We'll do a Whiskey Wednesday here. Y'all want to do a Whiskey Wednesday on Saturday? What's up? And then we'll do a Whiskey Wednesday in Prague. We'll do a Pilsner Wednesday in Prague, right? Okay, so let me just get this real quick. Chili de Cuckold, $5. Damian McLegan. James Holt, $10. I'm kind of new to watching this channel. Love the Sovereign Citizen vids. Chili's a sovereign citizen. Chili is a sovereign citizen. I said it first. Everything he does, he's like, rule of law, this and that, common law. They don't have jurisdiction. There's no victim. He said it all. He's a sovereign citizen. All right? Just recently got recommended vids about this Chili character. Looking forward to learning the whole story. We're going to tell it. From me bringing him on to the downfall of that piece of shit. $2, Frank Perry. Whoop, whoop. Chili in jail. Team and Brainy alive. Beaver Zero. Frank Beaver Zero. Tequila Mockingbird, $4.99. Hey, at least Chili has street smarts. Sesame Street smarts. Hey, let me tell you something. He's not going to a very friendly jail. Okay? I want y'all to know that. He's in Las Vegas. All right? He is not. I think it's Clark County, right? Clark County jail? Whatever. He's in jail in a fucked up situation. And he put himself there. He put himself there. He stopped on that girl and, gotta have 2 phones recording me. Gotta do it. Gotta get them all. Get them from 2 different directions so I can put in the fancy edits of me getting arrested and getting 6 months in jail. Chili's gonna come out a different man. He's going to be thinking different. If he learns anything, he'll be thinking different. Oh, yeah. And Chili, that was really smart of you to call that officer a fucking pig in court. I cannot wait till you call the first jailer a pig. Those guys don't play either, you know? And then, you know what else I can't wait? I can't wait for you to be with that running your mouth with all that confidence and telling people exactly what they need to do for their cases and fucking it up for them. And guess what? They don't go home after they get done with their little court date. They don't go home after you tell them to fuck their life up. They come back to your pod, right? You're going to be dealing with that shit. When you watch, in 6 months when you get out of jail and you watch me right here, because you're going to watch. You're going to sue me over this shit. Go ahead. You lose every fucking time, Chili. Fucking sue me. I don't give a fuck. So anyway, when you go back to that pod, that dude's going to beat your ass for telling him to do that shit. Or it's not going to work for him, and then you're going to be running and telling the next guy, and he's going to be like, no, it doesn't work. And you're going to be, yes, it does. And he's just going to knock the fucking fake teeth out of your fucking fake-ass face anyway. Probably what happened the first time when you lost your goddamn teeth. Running your mouth, putting your nose in business ain't supposed to be in. We learned that shit in Texas. Don't stick your fucking nose where it doesn't fucking belong. And you did, and you're paying the fucking price for it right now, and I'm so fucking happy. I'm happy. You know, I know I seem like I'm a little upset, but I'm really not, guys. I'm actually quite happy, quite elated. All right, oops. Oh, yeah, I have a shitty mic set up right now. Look, this is attached to my phone. All right, I'm peeking over here. Let me turn my mic down. See, I got some shitty stuff because I'm traveling. Like I said, I'm in Europe right now. I'm in Amsterdam, so. All right, so. $5 missed seeing your videos. Definitely a good day with some jail for chili. That's Raylan Fire. Thank you. Pat's Cats, welcome back. Falcax, $10 for the Amsterdam fund. Yeah, baby. I'm not gonna lie, I'm Amsterdammed out right now, baby. Feeling good as fuck. Toledo in jail is definitely cause for celebration. Hope your trip is amazing. Stay safe, bro. Staying safe. Thank you. Idle 8, $2. The big cat smiling down on you right now. Yes, he is. And I'm going to stop the chats there because we're going to get back to the story so we can keep the story going on without too much. And I'll pick it right back up from there. Thank you very much. All right. So, Boston. So, Kate, our queen, she does what she does best, right? Because for those of you that don't know, she is the anti-Cyrax, right? She is what pisses Cyrax off. Marty, Music Biz Marty does good too, but it's really Kate. Kate's the one that fucking, she set that guy up so many fucking times, and he keeps falling for it, and he hates her, right? He talks to Marty like he's a friend, but not Kate. Anyway, so Kate gets involved. They go, who was it that, God, I can't think of it right now. Who was with Kate? Or not Kate. Who was with Chili at the Boston parade?
Oh, it was Josh.
Oh, Josh Abrams. Josh Abrams was there. Okay.
Yeah.
So Josh Abrams was at the parade with Chili. Yeah, that was when Josh Abrams. It took Josh Abrams fucking about 3 hours of hanging out with Chili to realize I don't want to be around this guy. All right. So then Kate was like, "Oh, Chili's in town. Let's go say hi." Chili likes to go run his mouth and all this and that. He likes to say he's a tough guy. Let's see what happens when Kate gets there. What did Chili do, chat? What was the first thing Chili did, chat? Tell me what he did. Let's see who the first one to pick it up. Yeah, AFA and Josh, you're right. What did Chili do? When Kate showed up, what did Chili do, guys? Let's see. Cops right there. Gary, YouTube streamer, Gayfar. All right. Cops. He ran to the cops. Mister, I fucking hate police officers. All police officers are pigs. They torture everybody. They throw them in dungeons. Well, he didn't have no problem with fucking running to the cops to get him to fucking torture Kate and throw her in a dungeon. Oh, no. That was okay. And what was Kate doing? What was Kate really doing? Just being in public around Chili? She was invited there, in fact, by Josh Abrams. So she was supposed to be there. Mr. I hate cops. First thing he does is run to fucking cops. He did that again. When else did he? Hey, my good buddy. Remember my good buddy that saw him up in Oklahoma? Tell me what that was, chat. Who was it? Who was it that saw him up in Oklahoma? And what did he do in Oklahoma when this guy saw him? Let's give that guy proper, we'll give that guy proper respect. J.L. Warren. J.L. Warren went up to fucking... went up to Oklahoma, or no, Chili was in Oklahoma for Deborah Rogers. Remember the thirsted Indian, the thirsted American Indian that was trying to, she's trying to get the whole Cherokee Nation. This is so wild, Gunner. If you're still out there, I want you to understand the fucking ridiculousness of this, right? The Cherokee Nation, I believe it was Cherokee, right? The Cherokee Nation has special immunity under the government. So basically, it's federal government and state government, but Indian tribal government is like right there, okay, with state. So they kind of run side by side, and the jurisdictions can overlap, and a lot of times tribal lands get, precedent over or get jurisdiction over certain things over the state, right? She gets a DWI by the Cherokee police, and then all of a sudden, the Cherokee Nation, their whole charter is incorrect according to this lady. So now this lady wants to remove the entire Cherokee charter. Or charter, right? So now the Cherokees wouldn't have any government say, right? There's no jurisdiction for them. She, as a member of the American Indian tribe, wants to remove that so she doesn't get a DWI. All that those fucking American Indians work for, Native Americans, I'm sorry, I don't even want to, whatever you want to call them, Native Americans, all that they work for, and she wants to remove it so her DWI has no jurisdiction. Yeah, you're a piece of shit, Deborah. Chile convinced her that the Cherokee Nation doesn't have jurisdiction. Well, they did, and she ended up going to jail. Calls Chile, she's like, oh, they're thirsting Deborah. They're thirsting her in jail. Oh my God, that was the funniest shit in the world. Watching Chile convince this fucking lady to go to jail and have her call out to him and say, oh my God, this is not what I was expecting. And then they were like, what did he say? Well, we got you when you get out, Deborah. And she's like, I think I'm gonna get a lawyer. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and get a lawyer. But J.L. Warren, back to him. He confronted Chile up in Oklahoma during the Deborah Rogers saga, right? And so during this Deborah Rogers saga, J.L. Warren goes and he's confronting Chile. Well, what does Chile do? Runs to the fucking cops. Runs to the cops again. Every single time he runs to the cops. Every time. Now this is the alpha that has 30 years of MMA practice. He just happens to guide the police officers like this.
Yeah, but that fucking knee pressure,
out of instinct.
Bud. Yeah, but how is he supposed to? MMA aside, knee pressure is a bitch.
Yeah. No. But that's Chile, right? So when a cop comes up to him and says, "Sir, you need to stop there," Chile goes, "Ta-ta!" out of reaction. It shouldn't be his fault. He shouldn't get charged with assault on a police officer, resisting arrest, or anything like that. So anyway, back to the story. Anyway, so now we're through Deborah Rogers, and he still isn't really getting any traction. He only recently got traction on his YouTube channel because of shorts. Like if you go and you look at his channel, he's really not doing anything significant. He's using really shock content. He's using shock content to make you think that all cops are bad. And he wants you to be on his side because he's standing up against cops. No, he's a stalker. He's a fucking stalker. All you ladies out there, guess what? That guy that you're in my comment section, I can't believe that Chile got arrested for just filming the cops. You better get used to your fucking boyfriend's beating on you, because if Chile gets his way, that's what he'll have for you. Cops won't be able to do anything. They'll wear that 360-degree fucking mask, and guess what? When your boyfriend's beating the shit out of you, the cops can't touch him then either, because they have a camera, and there's something called digital detainment. Why won't they digitally detain? Hey, guess what? In Chile's trial, right? Everybody, I want you to pay attention to this hypocrisy real quick. In Chile's trial, that shit was caught on body cam, yes or no? Put a 1 in the chat if it was all caught on body cam and used against him in court. Put a 1 in the chat if it is. I don't want to see any 2s. I want to see a 1. Put a 1 in the chat. Did digital detainment work? Did Chile just go, oh, camera's on. Here, guys. Here. Take me. Did he? Isn't that how digital detainment works? Chile? Chilito fans? Any Chilito fans in there? Isn't that how it works? They got the camera. They're going to get you. You might as well not run. You might as well just act normal. Did he? No? So he is a perfect example of how his dumbass idea comes straight out of his fucking colon. He's an idiot. Ding! I actually dinged somebody. I ain't dinged a person in a long time. Chili, you get the Ding of the Day award. Okay. So now that takes us to our next little saga. Right? So I had spent the entire, I would say about 6 to 8 months making fun of this dipshit, right? And I wanted to get out of the country and go see the world, I think that's a great thing. I want to say thank you to all my subscribers, that really fucking threw a couple of dollars my way during that the Chile debacle shit. You guys were really generous, and I really appreciate that. I used that money. I used it to go to see Europe and learn about other cultures and try different foods and just do things I couldn't do as a child. Like when I was younger growing up, and I would not have been able to do that if it wasn't for your generosity. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. And I really mean that. So anyway, I get out to Europe, right? And first day in Europe, he doxes me. He waits till I get to Europe. I'll give him this. The piece of shit's a little bit tactful at times, right? He waits till I get to Europe, and then he doxes me. Puts out fucking puts out my criminal history, which I'm a felon. Like I've already talked. That's one of the reasons I don't want to see people represent themselves in court. I want to see people go and take the fucking free lawyer. You get the free lawyer so you don't end up in jail. I took the lawyer. Well, I paid for my lawyer, but I took a lawyer. I didn't go in there and think, oh, I'm going to just represent this myself. I got off relatively light for what happened. So, like, I always will tell people that. Sovereign citizens, fuck them. I love watching them railroad themselves. But at the same time, in every one of my videos, you hear me, take the lawyer. Take the fucking lawyer. So he put out all of my criminal history. And the thing is I never ran from my criminal history. You know, I was very upfront and honest with my chat. And really everybody that's ever fucking asked me about my criminal history, anytime it's ever been brought up, I've been completely honest. You know, there's no need to run from it. You don't lie in this world. You just tell the fucking truth and you deal with the consequences. And the whole time I've been telling the truth and dealing with the consequences. And guess what? That built my trust up with you guys out there. Y'all came to my support and that pissed him off even more. Don't know if y'all remember how pissed off everybody, I can't believe they would still be supporting a murderer like this. I'm like, motherfucker, I ain't no murderer. Call me a murderer again. I'll sue you and probably win because that's literal slander right there. What I was doing was voicing an opinion about you and saying that you're an overgrown chipmunk, that you're an underdeveloped Karen. So we'll get to that in a second. We'll get to that. In fact, there's a person out there listening right now. If you'll do me a favor, and you know who I'm talking about, if you'll do me a favor and email me that PDF file and give me the page it's on, I want to read everybody the actual insults that are in a criminal court case that are my insults on Chili DeCastro. Overgrown chipmunk was one of them. Underdeveloped Karen was another. I called him Death, Destroyer of Personal Masturbation. Like, I called him so many fucking creative. He literally listed all of me. He was like, oh my God, these go above and beyond what's accepted by the First Amendment. I'm like, fuck you. I can say whatever the fuck I want. But anyway, so when he saw that, that was when I was in Copenhagen. So I leave Copenhagen, I go to Vienna, I go to Palma de Mallorca in Spain, and then I go to Amsterdam, right? And while I'm in Palma de Mallorca enjoying vacation with my mother, Chili reaches out. He gets all of his sycophants to reach out and to my sponsors and say, stop making this guy sponsor your partner and this and that. And sure enough, every single fucking sponsor left. Every one of them. Now I was a much smaller channel, so I wasn't really getting sponsorships. Like I wasn't relying on sponsorships. I just received a few sponsorships like in that moment, you know. And just before I left for Europe, I got a sponsorship from a company called Extra. This company right here. We'll talk about this in a second because I love that company, right? So I go to Extra. And well, first off, Atlas hit me up and they were like, "Hey, we think it's the best idea, like just to not work with you moving forward." And it's funny because you know who's hitting me up right now? Atlas. I'm not gonna take a fucking sponsorship from them. Fuck that.
Which Atlas? What are they? What's their product?
VPN. So anyway, so the Atlas, and then I can't remember who the other one was that dropped me.
Are you serious? VPNs will sell their products on any channel, and they think they're.
So anyway, he gets all of them to leave me, and I'm like, okay. I was expecting Extra to leave me. Okay, I was like, they'll probably go too because I'm just a smaller YouTube channel. It's probably not worth the fucking drama that's coming in on it. But I also had a meeting scheduled with them, and I told him I'm flying to Amsterdam because I want to see Amsterdam, but I also want to go to your corporate office and have a meeting with the team and tell them how much I love the product and appreciate you giving me my first opportunity with a sponsorship, you know. And I really felt like honored. That was the first time I really felt like I was a YouTuber, to be honest, you know. I think that's like one of the few things that when I got that first sponsorship, it like made me feel good on the inside. And it was like a really low end sponsorship in the grand scheme of things, and it still is because guess what? They're sponsoring again. They're sponsoring this live stream. So anyway, and there'll be a video tomorrow. So I was like, I was gonna go see them, and I said, hey, look, it was a contact there. I believe her name was Rachel, and I was like, hey, Rachel, look, I know you guys are receiving a lot of emails and calls about me, but you know, I would still love to come in if you'd like me to come in. But if not, I understand. Like, completely understand. Like, it's a business move, and maybe working with someone who has my kind of history is kind of a bad thing. So I don't want to like knock your product down or anything like that. I really appreciate everything you did for me. And they were like, no, come on in. So I get in there. I'm like, okay, cool. So I go in for the meeting, and the first thing that Rachel says to me, and she's like, you know that Delete Laws guy? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, fuck him. And I was like, oh, I love Exter. And I really did, man. I love the shit out of Exter. Look, where's my wallet at? Hold on. Let me show you. Look, motherfucker. You think I'm fucking bullshitting? Look at this shit. My Exter right there. Right there. Let me make sure. Okay, yeah, right there. You may not be able to read that branding on it, but that's the Exter wallet. I still with this motherfucker go around Europe. Love this fucking wallet. So, I'm gonna stop for 1 second just because I want to read this. I want to show you guys this, right? This bag. We're not gonna do a long sponsor ad or anything like that. I just want to tell you there's a link in the description right now that'll get you into my partner account, into the to Extra. And then when I told them, get this, y'all, get this. I said, y'all, this is a great day. I said something big happened, and it's just a really fucking good day. I was like, this dipshit, the one that sent y'all all those emails back in the day to fucking talk shit. Well, he's in jail for fucking 6 months. And they were like, oh damn, that's
emails
cool.
to Exter?
Huh?
He sent emails to Exter?
Yes.
Like Extra
yes.
Wallet?
He sent
Because they sponsored a video of like that.
Yep.
That's fucking awesome. Wait, so he actually so because he contacted Atlas, they were like, oh, what a bunch of pussies.
Yeah, they were like, we won't deal with him. And I can look up who the other one was. It was one that I hadn't actually done the sponsor read. They just said, don't do the sponsor read and don't worry about it. But they sent me this bag recently because I told them I was traveling, and they were like, all right, cool, here's a bag for free. They just sent it to me. I'm telling you, they sent me the bag because they sent me the fucking bag, okay? There was no like, oh, I want to do a live stream and talk about your bag on my live stream. It just so happened that Chili went to fucking jail while I was out here, and I have an extra bag. And in celebration of said jail time, there's an additional discount, and it's in the fucking in the description. It says if you go to my partner link, you get my partner price, which would be like your discount, right? And then if you put Skeptic in there again at the end for a discount code, that's basically the Chili goes to jail discount. So yes, go get you something, or go look. You don't have to get something. Go look. They got some badass products. They got cool ass little fucking slim wallets. They're cool as shit. I'm living out of this bag. You know, my first bag that I lived out of it for 2 months. This bag is about, let's say, about 30 to 35% bigger than my other bag. So I got quite a bit of extra room in here. I got quite a bit of extra room. But anyway, that's all we're going to talk about this for right now. Okay, that's all we're going to talk about this right now. I just want to point them out because they play a key role. And them sending me this bag had nothing to do with that was just like such a coincidental thing that I was like, oh, remember that guy that fucking used to send y'all? Yeah, we remember him real well. Well, he's in jail. Here's another discount for your audience.
I love AI.
So anyway, shout out to Exter. Love them. I will always support them because they supported me. And even when Chili was like, fuck, I got this and this and that, they said, you know what? We appreciate what you're doing for us, and we want to keep you on. So I will be working with this company as long as this company wants to work with me. And I appreciate everybody who's ever gone and got an extra wallet based on my recommendation. This is a great bag. I love the bag. If you need a travel bag, a duffel bag that wears like a backpack, you can throw it on your back. I'm going to show you tomorrow in my next video. But if you need one, seriously consider this one because it's truly good. I'm living out of this bag for the next month while I travel Europe again. God, can you imagine how good life is right now, guys? I'm living my dream traveling through Europe, right? This is like so important to me to continuously come back and just, I have such a good time meeting people and y'all have to see me. I'm fucking nuts out here, right? I'm crazy. I just walk up to people. I'm like, hey, what's up, man? Hello. And then we just start talking. I've made so many fucking friends doing that. I just had people host me in Ireland. Like I was in Frankfurt. I went to watch the fucking NFL games in Frankfurt, and I saw this Eagles fan. For all my NFL fans, this funny story I'll tell you real quick. So I see this this guy, and he's standing there. I'm like, I'm just gonna go pick somebody and start talking to him. So y'all know I'm at least able to hold a conversation, right? So I look down. There's this guy. He's a little bit smaller than me. You know, about Chili's height, like right here. He's not as big as Chili, but he's about this tall. You know, and I look at him. He's wearing an Eagles hat, like a Philadelphia Eagles hat. I'm like, oh no, 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 we ain't doing this. Not the Eagles. I'm a Cowboys fan. You should have seen me. I was decked out in Cowboys. Hey, I was hanging out with the Frog. We were gonna surprise you about that, and there's a reason why we hadn't surprised y'all yet. But I was hanging out with the Frog. He saw me in all decked out in my Cowboys garb, right? And so I start walking up to him, and I'm like, I'm about to give him the business, you know. And his buddy walks up, who's like 6'3", and I was like, oh shit. I was like, is that your friend right there? And he's like, yeah. I was like, he's lucky. I was about to give him the business, but then you walked up. And I ain't about to give nobody the business with you standing here. So we just all started talking. They're good people. We became such close friends in that 2 days that we hung out with each other. I could just tell. They could tell. I could tell, right? I called them up. I'm like, hey, I'm going to be in Amsterdam. You want to come down and party with me, right? Hey, it's Amsterdam. Let's party. And they're like, no, we're going to Dubai in a couple of weeks. How about you come up to Ireland for St. Paddy's Day? So last week, I was in Ireland partying in Dublin and Swords with the coolest fucking Irish people that you could ever fucking meet. Like just the whole town. The entire town was just in love with me. This one of my buddies was saying that a girl walked up and was like, there's this guy from Texas downstairs. He's fucking mad. And I was like, that's good. It's fucking good, bro. But anyway, yeah, I'm traveling right now. I'm living my life. Can you imagine how nice it is to be traveling and seeing the world, and then you get a message saying that your arch enemy's going to jail for fucking 6 months? Thank you.
Yes, months. That's awesome. 180 days. That's the best part.
Whatever did I do to accept this? All right, so I'm going to stop talking for 1 second and let Brainy take over, and then I'm going to read a couple super chats, and then we're going to pick up the story from when I left. Okay, yeah. Because, hey, what was Chili? Oh, see, hold on. What was Chili telling everybody I was doing in Europe? Let's ask this question real quick, and I'll let Brainy talk while I get ready to read some super chats. What was Chili saying that I was doing in Europe during that time? I was doing something very specific. All right. So let's see, bro. Please tell me you gave.
Supposed to remember? I don't remember exactly.
No, I didn't. I was completely busy. I'm sorry. 180 days.
Was I
glorious.
Was I for what you're supposed to be doing other than that? You were from
no. I was just saying if you. I don't know. Let me go back. I don't know. Right
I missed that part.
Let me go back.
We got them all
super chat. So I'll
this is
pretty cool.
Chili when he misses doing leg day.
Tater Todd for $10 says copy strike fun. Yeah, copyright strike fun. Yeah. Okay. Chili, let me tell you, when you get out of jail, you will be lucky if you have a channel. All right. And I'm going to tell you something right now. I've already told people don't do this, but you realize that from jail, you can't fight copyright strikes, right? You just can't. You remember when you hit me with 50 copyright strikes? 50. How many went through? 0. Not a single copyright strike went through. I got 50 emails from YouTube. Attempted copyright strike. We blocked it. Every single one. And he was hitting other people too. There's a lot of people out there, Chili, that fucking hate you. And if you have your channel when you get out of jail, you better be lucky that my fans have more integrity than your entire fucking existence. You are a nothing, a nobody. You will copyright strike people that fucking have negative opinions about you. Oh, you can't have a negative opinion about a First Amendment fucking constitutional law scholar. Only he's allowed to have a First Amendment opinion. You have an opinion, he'll strike you. He'll sue you for slander. You say Chili's a overgrown chipmunk. Oh, that's slander because I'm not a chipmunk. So anyway.
Wait a minute. For governor, he's going to be the best governor. He wants anything that he wants and nothing that you want.
Yeah. He said he was going to be a governor of like 5 different states. William Morgan.
With his
Morgan, huh? What's that?
With his felonies too. Sorry, that's all I said.
Yeah. Defensor Fortis. Mile High Geeks, thank you, bro. Mile High Geeks, $1.99. The trifold is his neck folds. Oh my God. And DeleteLaws.com has already been taken down. I didn't have anything to do with it. I don't believe in that shit. I already said it. My audience has more integrity. There's people that you pissed off, though, Delete Laws. I'm sure, Chili, that somebody is going to get you. Somebody out there is already.
He has to pay the website.
Getting you. No, it's not that.
He probably just had to. No, fair enough.
Anonymous, $2. What up, Anonymous? Good to see you. Colin, definitely not Cromwell. New phone. Who dis? It's me. Jeffrey Lombardi, $10. Thank you very much. Sarah Carlin, a.k.a. Muttley, love you. Love how he tried to hurt and humiliate you. Now the scum bucket is where he belongs. Let's hope he's in a moldy, damp dungeon. TTU, baby. Hey, can I get it real quick one time in the chat? We haven't asked many times today. Can I get a TTU in the chat, baby? TTU, Trifold Trolls Unite. Where are my Trifold Trolls at? I will go over to that in a second. There's a delay, so I know you're not going to hear it for like 10 seconds. I'll read a couple of them and then go see you guys fucking love. I need a trifold refund, $1.99 from Tater Todd. Yes, you do. Catherine Scholl, $9.99. Chili will hate this. The 11th Circuit decision refusal of SCOTUS to hear the appeal of Crocker vs. Betty Sandal. Scientific examination of the 21-foot rule. Good job. Vince P, 1974, $2. I've been on a high since Tuesday. I've been on a high since Ireland. And this just made, oh my God. Like, I can't tell you how I was going to drink tonight, but I was like, I can't knock down this energy that I have. I am so happy right now. Chili, that's how much I fucking hate you, Chili. Seeing you go to jail for 6 months makes me happy. That might be a pathetic existence on my end, but I really don't fucking care right now. I really don't care. PhD Tony, my man. He's the only real person out there with a PhD. 5 Aussie dollars. How do we know Chili and friends are experts in the law? Because they say so. It's great evidence every time. That was so funny. Oh my God, the chat. Oh my God, tell me not how funny this is when he said, when he explained how he got the moniker constitutional law scholar. Look, there's something he said on there, okay? He said other lawyers on the internet who, when he said other lawyers, called me a constitutional law scholar. He wouldn't have had to use the word other unless what, chat? Why did he use the word other? How do you think he sees himself? As a fucking lawyer. A lawyer without a law license. So when he's talking about other people, he's like, oh, other lawyers called me that. Now, I didn't call myself that. Other lawyers called me that. And I just ran with it. So, Chili, you're not a constitutional law scholar. You don't get to be told by some random fucking dick fuck on the internet, hey, you're a constitutional law scholar, and go, hey, I'm a constitutional law scholar. He's been running with that. When you have to understand, for 2.5 years, or what was it, about 2 years now, right? For 2 years, I've been thinking that he's calling himself a constitutional law scholar because he's convinced himself that he's actually studied law for 20 years, like he's told all of us. That he's studied law for 2 decades. That I thought that's why he called himself that. Turns out that's from fucking 3 years ago when 2 other lawyers on the internet called him a constitutional law scholar. I'm sorry, but nobody that has passed the bar, Chili, is calling you a constitutional law scholar. Nobody. You will not find a lawyer out there that takes himself seriously that thinks that you know more than them. You couldn't pass the bar, okay? You couldn't. Merb is a constitutional law scholar. You are not. You are we'll call you an inmate. He's a constitutional law scholar. You are an inmate. So get it right, Chili, okay? Get it right. All right. 3 Ron, $2. Can't wait till Chili's next court date on May 1st. Me too. Love you, teams. Hey, shout out to our Nevada judges who fucking deserves all the credit in the world for getting those cameras in the courtroom for us to witness that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are a god and a gentleman all in the same fucking fold. All right. Thank you. You made me happy. You doing that made me happy. Made a lot of people happy. Put a 1 in the chat if our Nevada judges made you happy. He made me happy. All right. Misdemeanor for $10. Chili is always a woman to me. He was Brainy, what was the name of his alter ego? The something human, right? What was it?
Super. Oh my God! Give me a second.
What is it, chat? What is it? Okay. Unclean. Hold on. We'll let chat answer. Unclean hands for $5. Love you, Team Skeptic. Wait till he lets them con how badass he is. Yeah, he ain't gonna get far with it. All right, so let's go back to the live chat. What was the name of his fucking? What was the name of his thing? Something human, super necessary human,
super critical human, or super necessary human.
Wasn't super necessary.
Yeah, because he was people. He was not necessary.
Power bottom. No, it wasn't that. It was super necessary human.
He's super necessary human, but the joke is that he was super unnecessary.
Yeah. All right, so let's see. Man, this thing jumps up every time. All right, I'll get you. All right, we're gonna read some. Okay, so we'll pick it back up, and then we'll. I found it. All right, so we'll pick it back up.
Still up.
So anyway, okay, so I go through Europe. Awesome. We get to the end of my European trip, and I have a court date coming up, in California, which I'm like, what the fuck? How's he getting away with suing me in California? I'm a Texas resident, and everything that he's using an email I sent to him that was titled, "Hey dumb fuck." So, okay, yes, I did send that email. I sent an email titled, "Hey dumb fuck." It is fucking literally accurate, okay? It is literally accurate. There is no fucking slander there or anything. You're a dumb fuck, and was addressed to you. It's proper, okay? So anyway, I have to get a lawyer, and I call my lawyer up, and I'm like, what should I do? What should I do? He's like, well, he has to serve you before, 30 days. So I don't know. He's like, can you find somewhere to go? Do you want to just stay out in Europe for another week? And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll stay out here for another week. So I went and stayed out there for another week. And he was like, Team Skeptic is hiding from me. He ran to Europe to try to get away from me serving him. First off, he didn't drop the lawsuit until I was already in Europe. I had been there for 2 weeks when the lawsuit dropped, 2 or 3 weeks when the lawsuit dropped, and I ended up staying there for 2 months. So I had originally planned 6 weeks, but it just so happened that the last day of service fell on the 60th, what would have been the 60th day of my vacation. So I said, I'm just going to stay out in Europe and enjoy fucking life. And I stayed out on a beach in Palma de Mallorca, made content, enjoyed my life while Chili was running around the country in a fucking what kind of vehicle did he have? He with the one where everybody kept putting fucking that chocolate stuff under his door handles and shit. I don't know. I don't remember that whole story, but anyway, yeah, he had that. What was the vehicle that he was driving? I can't see my thing. It throws my my super chat thing off if I look at the chat. So let me just read through these super chats. Tell me what car it was, Brainy. Look in the chat. All right. Chili is already broke back Chili from Mayo Monkey for $5. Good job, Mayo Monkey. Minivan. No. He had the one that he had. Was it a minivan? The one where he was driving
an Audi.
Remember when
he was driving an Audi?
Yeah, remember when he put the shotgun? He left it overnight in the van. Then somebody stole his van.
That's the van.
He said I did that. He said me and my fans did that. That was in the attempt for a PPO against me. He said that his minivan got stolen by Mr. Omo and his cohorts. I was like, what?
Oh, do you want to? So like right now, he's an idiot, right? Right. He is complaining, and he said you should complain to Teespring and all that because they won't let me connect. What he's complaining about now is he's saying Teespring won't let him connect his channel Teespring because that his old partner there has an account already Teespring, and Teespring won't let Chili DeCastro exist. But it is, and we what it is that he's been told that he's not allowed because he breaks all the rules. He shows dead bodies on. He's not allowed to his YouTube channel.
Hey, it's breaking up really bad right now. Okay. Why don't we do this? Why don't you say your goodbye and I'll finish out this stream. I just wanted, hey, Brainy's a really good, Beaver Zero's a really good friend of mine. He's a great content creator. He's putting out some hella good fucking Sovereign Citizen content right now. You should definitely go check him out. I'm only gonna ask you to leave because the audio is like really
I got
janky.
Yeah, I'm not.
And it's on my end, okay? Like it's because I'm using hotel Wi-Fi and stuff. So just we'll work it out, Brainy, and I appreciate it, brother. Okay. All right. So anyway, I'll just finish this stream off by myself, guys, and I love you, Brainy. Love you. All right. So back to the thing. All right. We have Ron KFC. You people should be ashamed. Poor Kate, her special needs brother just got locked up, and you guys are making fun of him. I hope he sues. I thought you were being serious at first. I was about to say, damn, I didn't know she had a special needs brother, man. I feel bad now. No, you're talking about Chili. Remember at the Boston thing? He said something. He's like, all cops cops are gonna rape you, and she's like, oh, that's just ignore him. He's just my retarded brother. Oh, Kate, you're a fucking beast, Kate. Good shit. Danger Aware Organization, $5. Thank you. Check out our newest game, Pollen Picker, at Danger Aware. Definitely go check it out. Thank you very much, Danger Aware. I appreciate seeing you there, man. Armis Velika, $5. I absolutely love your recycled lead paint jokes. You should be safe from that. And frauditors in general in Amsterdam. Yeah, there's no frauditors out here. Project Constitution, thank you very much, Amas. Project Constitution, $10. What's up, Skeptic? Much love. I bought extra footage from ONJ and posted it to my channel, both cameras, full trial. Yeah. Again, Project Constitution, ONJ, our Nevada judges, check them out. Just go out and check them out. Especially our Nevada judges, man. Fucking getting those cameras in the courtroom was good shit. Good fucking shit. Miss Chris Clark, $1. Thank you very much. Chile will get another 6 months for the next charm, says Daryl M. If that happens, I may never come home. I'll just be like, it's something about Europe. I'll stay in Europe until he gets out of jail. If he gets another 6 months. WT24 Mercedes, $5. He will get out claiming he has the most feared person in jail. Yeah, he'll be the most feared person in jail. Fucking, his face will be fucked up. Way more fucked up than it was to begin with. That's why they're fearing him. Cindy Sue, $2. Slow down the chat, please. Oh, I'll try to remember how to do that. Autistic Shield for 20 Canadians. I propose we find another moniker for Chile. It's insulting to use Chileans. I'd call him Chilito. I will use my name, Karen. Yes, he's a Karen. When it comes to Chile. Project Constitution, $5. He ran to the cops for me too. He said I'd be in jail for at least 4 different times. I know. He does it every single time he runs to the people that he fucking hates, the cops. They will torture you and throw you in a dungeon, and that's where he wants you. And then I'm going to read this one, stop here, and we'll go back to our story. Because we're getting close to the end. Last Chile trial was amazing dungeon time. And that was Flavio Oliveira for 2 R's. All right. Well, we're going to stop there, and we'll come back to the super chats in a moment. All right. So then I was in Europe. I came home. I didn't cover Chile anymore. When I got home, I actually took I think I took like an additional 2 months off after I got back from Europe because I was so I was really like dead tired, from traveling. And I think I picked it back up like right around Christmas time. I started doing videos again, but none of them were Chile. In fact, I didn't live stream. I basically said when I was in Europe that I'm getting tired of Chile. It's the same shit over and over. I'm seeing all these other channels just trying to grift as hard as they can to get as much, Chile donations coming in. And both me and Kate really just stopped covering him almost at the exact same time. And neither one of us talked about it. We just stopped covering because he was just getting that boring. And her and I guess we just realized that was a dead horse to be kicking. You know, there's not really worth anymore. And we just watched all these channels just kicking the dead horse, but they weren't doing it like me and Kate. And what happened? His channel started exploding. And along the way, I think Colin, Delete Lost Clips, DLZ Clips came along. And that's where we'll take to our next part of the story. So Colin was running that channel, I believe. I don't know the exact details of this, but I believe Colin was running that channel. And Delete Lost fucked him over. You know? And then, so Delete Lost starts fucking over all these people that are doing these things for him. Including like the people he's supposed to be helping defend themselves in court, Deborah Rogers, the guy from Dallas, Yunez, right? Yunez was he got Yunez fucked up. Yunez went from being a productive veteran in this world to being a fucking degenerate First Amendment auditor. And Chili got him involved in a federal lawsuit. And guess what he did? He abandoned him, just left him. Good job, Chili. Way to take an honorable veteran, right? Somebody who's living actually by law and turning him into a degenerate. You did that, and then you left him. You got Deborah arrested, and then you left her. What was the name of the pregnant girl that whose like boyfriend got killed? Fucked her life up too. Oh my God, I'm missing the big one. Oh my God, I can't think of her name right now. I have to go back and look at my things. Who was the big person that let me see where I'm at. Let's see. Okay. Who was the big person that oh God, I can't think of her name right now. Shit. Tina God, I can't think of her name. I feel so bad because she's such a sweetheart. And we actually, as a community, I think, I don't know if I told y'all we were doing this or if I just collected money during a stream and gave it to her. I don't remember if I told y'all I was doing it in advance, but I think I told y'all afterwards. We sent her, I don't remember exactly how much money it was. I think it was between, I don't want to lie, but I'm guessing here. You know, I think it was like between $100 and $150, right? For her to enjoy Thanksgiving. I don't remember the exact total. If I got it wrong, I'm sorry. But it's not me trying to get it wrong. It's been so long ago. Tina Slay. Oh my God. I was going to say that. And then I thought, no, is it Tina Frey? I was like, no. Okay, Tina Slay. She got fucked over by him more than all of us. You're 6 months in jail. You owe a month to me. You owe 2 months to Tina. You owe 2 months to fucking to Kate. And 1 month you owe to fucking society. And I hope they give you another 90 days. And you're gonna owe that 90 days to fucking all the other people that you fucked up, like Deborah Rogers and Yunez. You're gonna owe those 90 days to them. You're a piece of shit. You're right where you belong. You better hope they serve your favorite flavor of crayon in there. Because I don't know what you're going to do about sustenance. You're just going to come out a different person. I hope you come out humble and humiliated and ready to say, look, I'm sorry for being a piece of shit, but I'll never go back to that situation. That's what I did. I got in trouble one time in my life. And that was enough for me to go, I can be a better person if I'm just a productive member of society. And I've been a productive member ever since. You can do it too, Chili. All you got to do is get your ass kicked a few fucking 100 times inside of the jail, come out as a humbled man, and then go get you a job at McDonald's because you're unhireable. All right. I'll go back to reading a few more super chats, and then we'll come back and do a few more, and we'll catch up. I'm just trying to catch up with the super chat so I don't let them get too far behind, guys. I do apologize. But I'm having a great time. Are y'all having a good time? Put a 1 in the chat if you're having a good time. Put a 2 in the chat if you're a chili tard. So everybody that doesn't put a 2 or doesn't put a 1 is a chili tard. All right. Project Constitution, $5. I fed him fake addresses. Oh, yeah. Get this. All right, so Chili is still trying to serve me right now. Still trying to serve me. Not even kidding. He's actively looking for my address to serve me. I'm in Amsterdam. I mean, of course, you can't do it now. But there's been a few people and I'm not going to say any names because I don't want to fucking ruin it, but a few people have been feeding Chili addresses, known addresses of Team Skeptic. Yeah, I'm sure these lead to fucking, like, White Rock Lake, you know? The Trinity River dump off, recycle plants. Like, this guy thinks that he's everybody's fucking with him still. I love you guys when y'all do that, man. Y'all fuck with him more than I could ever fuck with him. Y'all are just, that's what the Trifold Trolls are all about. Fuck Chili. And that's what we do. We go over there and we fuck with him. All right, thank you for that, Project Constitution. I appreciate it. Jim Tabbitt, $5. I've confirmed that Nutella is available for donation to Nevada DOC inmates. Hey, y'all want me to go visit him in jail? I'm going to Vegas in June. I would love to visit him in jail. I'll do it. If he'll add me, somebody out there, there's gonna be a half-wit out there that's fucking a mid-wit. I like when Merb says that. There's gonna be a mid-wit out there that is in touch with Chili, or someone that is in touch with Chili. Tell him put me on his fucking visitation list. I'll go in there and make sure that he's not being thirsted or tortured or anything else, that he's getting all of his fucking psych meds. I'll go make sure, Chili. You just got to add me to your visitation list. Nobody else is going to visit you, bro. I have means. I can fly out there and come see you. Your fans are poor. They don't have any money. And all you do is get them in more fucking problems, and it costs them more money to get out of the problems that you put them in there. So your fans that need to save their money, they'll never come see you, but I will. I'll come see you. All right. Project Constitution, $2. Chili is a woman beater himself. He is a woman beater. Let's not forget that he admitted that he was charged with stalking. He actually stalked somebody. Remember, he said it like this. Okay, maybe I stalked a little bit. He said that. He said that. Ladies, you ladies that are fucking, that support Chili, go watch his old shit. He said that. We've documented. We're historians for this guy because he says the most outrageous shit. He wished bone cancer on kids. He wished bone cancer on actual children. Okay? Let's not forget that. Hold on. We need to clarify. Not all kids, just the trolls. Just the trolls' kids. Okay? My kids. Your kids. Not his fans. Then, remember, he threatened also to sue everybody that was a member of Kate's channel, and people were gifting memberships. So some of his people were gifted memberships, and he was like trying to convince everybody, I'm going to get everybody's name off of that list, and I'm going to sue everybody on that list. There were people like, hey, I was gifted a sub over there. Don't sue me. Don't worry. If he sues you, it ain't going to go anywhere. Okay, so then I get back from Europe, right? I get back from Europe. I'm doing my own thing, and somebody says, hey, have you seen this video that came out? And this is where Gunner TV, he may not still be here because I saw him much, much earlier. So I'm assuming he's not here right now, but somebody shared that video. I watched it. It was so fucking good. Man, Gunner, I got so much respect for you on that video, man. That was fucking badass, especially when you were like, when you had his fucking indestructible trifold, and you were like getting all the different, looking for the tools that would be necessary to actually cut an indestructible trifold. So he's a fraud. You know, he's a fraud. He's selling a product. He's a snake oil salesman. Maybe not a health snake oil salesman. He probably is that too, but he's absolutely a snake oil salesman. He's selling a indestructible piece of paper. Excuse me? A PhD, Tony has a PhD in physics. Ask him if there's anything that exists in this world that's indestructible. No, there's nothing. So what was funny is you were looking around like that, and you were like, oh, and that's what we've been saying the whole time. Like, goddamn, these motherfuckers, like, and they would pay. That's the thing. His fans are so fucking stupid. They'd pay for that. You could get a free digital download. Oh no, what was it? It was $5 for the digital download. He'll give that to you for $5. $20 for the indestructible trifold. Some shit like that. You got to pay $5 to download a Take Me to Jail brochure, because everything on there is going to get you taken to jail. The only thing you should ever do If a cop ever pulls you over, police officer, cop, whatever you want to call them, be polite. Even if they're having a bad day. If you want to get out of that situation as quickly as possible, have your driver's license, insurance, and registration ready. When he comes up to the car and asks for it, you hand it to him. They ask you any questions, answer them if you want. Don't answer them if you don't want. That's your right. Whatever the question may be. It may be, hey, how's your day today? If he says, hey, how's your day today? And you say, I choose to not answer questions, pig. Yeah, you're kind of fucking it up for yourself there, okay? It's not really the cop's fault at that. And most of them will just be like, okay, whatever. They deal with it all the time. You might think you're special saying it, but they deal with it all the time. So 9 times out of 10, they just let you go. There's still, I've seen them all the time. Every time I get comment sections like, I can't believe that they let him go after he was being that rude to him. He puts him in jail. It cost us money, right? Not Chili. I'm saying random jackasses. You throw them in jail, cost taxpayers money. I don't necessarily want to be paying for people to be in jail over bullshit because I'd rather be saving my tax money and putting it towards schools and roads and everything else, not feeding an inmate that's in there because he had an attitude with a cop and the cop was having a bad day too. So that's my position on that, right? But I understand the police officer when he takes dipshit like that to jail. Oh, you want to be a piece of shit? Okay. Well, on my sliding scale, I can give you a warning or I can take you to jail. I'm going with this side. That's Chili's life. He's always being given this side. He's always going to be given this side because he chooses it for himself. So Gunner puts out his video. That was really good. It was a good video. But what Gunner didn't know is that at the time, Chili had a federal lawsuit that was going on with Kate, and he was trying. I don't think my name was on that one. That was just Kate. Mine was the first one that went to California by itself, and then I was on a group one in California with him, right? So, but in that lawsuit, he basically left open. Oh, in the future, I can add videos here. I can just add extra videos, and your video was added, Gunner. Your video was added, as well as one of my favorite content creators, Moist Critical. His video covering your video was also added to that lawsuit. So both of y'all's videos are added to that lawsuit. That's going nowhere. I don't even know if it's still going or not. That's how lackluster this lawsuit was. You know, like I don't know that it's still going on or if he's just abandoned it. I mean, I'm sure he ain't going to do nothing with it now because he's in jail for 6 months. But he added your video and then he added Charlie's reaction video, which was really funny to me. That was hilarious that he would add y'all's 2 videos. But I understand, like, I don't know if you remember, Gunner, but I messaged you. I sent you an email. I said, hey, this guy's gonna fucking sue the shit out of you. You know, like, don't worry about it or whatever. I don't remember the exact email, but I emailed you to warn you about it and let you know I was gonna be covering it. But I didn't end up covering that video, I don't think. Because a lot of people did. Like, this was a time when he was becoming pretty popular amongst the trolls. So all the troll channels were covering that video. And it was really your video, so it wasn't really something I think I would have covered. I don't know that I covered it. I don't think I did it in a live stream either. I'm trying to remember exactly how all that played out. But I thought it was funny that he added you first. And then when Charlie had covered your video, he then added Charlie. And I was like, oh, shit. Like, well, I hadn't heard of you up until that point. I'd first heard of you when the Chili stuff happened, but I was familiar with Charlie, so that's why I was like, oh shit, you know, they're fucking with the wrong people because these people are going to be people that have fucking pull at YouTube. You know, you're not going to be able to bully them around like you think you're bullying these smaller channels. He tried to bully me, but I stand up to him, you know. So then we come up on 100,000 subscribers. So now we're getting beyond. Gunner's video and Charlie's video, Moist Critical. We get beyond those 2 videos, right? And there was a quiet time. So really, he wasn't, everybody was like, he's buying subs, he's buying views. He ain't buying shit. He was getting that shit on YouTube Shorts, all right? YouTube Shorts is a glitch, all right? I've learned it. I go and I sit there like this and I'm like, watch 1, watch 2, watch 3, watch 4, watch 5, watch 6. Watch. And 30 fucking minutes later, I've watched 200 shorts. You know, some of them I sit there and watch it 5 times in a row because it's so fucking funny. And I was like, damn, man. Like, that's how he's getting it. He's taking these short bursts of cops that are not, uh, you know, in that moment, the way that he's framing the situation, they're bad people. So he's using that shock content to grab millions of views and to grab quite a bit of subscribers. And I believe that was DLZ Clips that was doing all that for him, for Colin. Shout out to Colin, man. Colin fucking hates delete laws. That makes Colin a pretty cool dude to me. So anyway, um, we get beyond those two videos, right? And I'm not covering him. Kate's not covering him. Just a few people are covering him. So he kind of lost his, like, he lost the appeal of both of all of us banging heads together. That appeal went away almost overnight. And so I go out to Europe a few more times, and I'm trying to think of where am I don't know if I'm missing anything. Like pretty much after the issues with you guys with Gunner TV and Moist Critical, there really wasn't much else until he would drive around. So this is what he would do. He would drive around and he would see a cop, and he would just whip a U-turn and go pull. He got pulled over one time for using the emergency U-turn lane. You know, I think that's what happened on one of them in Vegas. So he uses the U-turn, and then he goes there to confront the cops, and they're like, "You can't use that. Stay here. We're giving you a ticket." Um, but he would see people pulled over and just run up on them with like this with their camera and say, "No, no, no, it's okay. I'm doing this for you. Your safety is important to me. I've got you. I am Batman." This is how this motherfucker would do it. Like, you're like, there were people that are saying, "Hey, please don't film me, but it's for your safety. I promise. This cop is going to rape you and beat you." And they're like, "No, the cop's done with the thing and we're just having a conversation. He's giving me directions to where I need to go. There's no way he could be doing that. Here, let me get my second phone out." This is the type of shit this motherfucker would do, you know? And so that brings us up to today and where we're at in the Chili saga, okay? So why he's in jail right now is because he ran up on a cop who was in the performance of his duties, had a young lady pulled over. He runs up, same nonsense. "I'm here for you." "Young lady, I don't look creepy at all, young lady. I'm a high school student too." You know, like this is the motherfucker. This is the type of shit he would do, and they're like, "Yeah, no, thank you." The cop says, "Get away from my driver," which you have to do that. You cannot walk up to a driver who is in the middle of a stop and insert yourself into that person's personal life. Not in that moment, you can't. You can wait till the cop's done with the stop. You can go far enough back where you're not interfering and you can sit there and videotape, but Chili doesn't want to do that. Chili wants to be right here looking at you this close. "I'm not touching you. I'm not touch." That's like one of the, your little brother. "I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. I'm not touching," that's him. Okay? He's the "I'm not touching you" guy, right? So the cop tells him to back up. He doesn't back up. You could see it on the video. He does not back up until the police officer starts to walk towards him. When the police officer starts to walk towards him, he takes 2 steps back. Okay? That's not backing up. And just as the officer said in the video, I already asked him to fucking back up. The way he responded, or lack of response, was clear to me that further explanation would do nothing for this guy. Nothing. So he wasn't trying to explain to Chili exactly how far he needed him to back up because he already knew Chili was about to be combative. And Chili was. So what ended up happening? Chili got arrested. He got detained, okay? So detainment and arresting are they're close. The ignorant person would get them confused, but the person who's at least like someone like me who watches a lot of these videos, you get an idea and a better understanding of the differences between a common detainment and a physical arrest, right? A common detainment is just an officer pulling you to the side, for his safety, for your safety. It doesn't mean you're under arrest. They can't just go through your pockets and see what kind of shit you have on you. That's not what that's for. They can pat you down for weapons. They can put you in handcuffs until they identify you or whatever they have to do. But this is a detainment. This is not an arrest. That's all the cop was doing. He said, "You're detained. Come here." Again, the cop had it on body cam, and Chili did not. The digital detainment did not work for Chili in that moment. He didn't stop. He just said, "Nope, nope, nope. Digital detainment, nope, doesn't work here. Doesn't work with him. He's a governor of 5 states in America, in his own head. So for him, you can't detain him." All right. So Chili gets arrested. First thing he does when the cop grabs him, his 30 years of MMA that should have taught him to fucking be able to relax and remain calm during that situation. It's what martial arts is supposed to be teaching you, how to control situations like that, not how to violently react. That is not what martial arts teaches you, okay? And he's a 30-year martial arts law scholar, okay? He's a 30-year law scholar, martial arts. So anyway, he goes to jail, right? Gets out, he bonds out, goes and does his trial. In his trial, he calls the bailiff a pig. He calls him a pig. That was so glorious when he did that, because I know that bailiff didn't care. But that just burned him. The moment he did that, I was like, oh, he's fucked. He's going to be fucked. Because the judge was not having it. The judge already knows about his antics. The judge ain't trying to play around with this dude. He's fucking around. The judge, behind the thing under her rope, has a big old fucking find out pie. All right? She got the find out pie. You fucked around, she served you some find out chili. So he goes through the whole trial, right? At the end of the trial, they have a moment where they each suggest what sentence someone should have. And the prosecution goes first, says, we suggest that he gets a delayed sentence, a deferred sentence. So it's 3 months in jail, 90 days in jail, deferred, all right? And what that means is that there'll be some kind of deferment period where you, let's say it's a 6 months deferment period. Well, those 90 days in jail are hanging over your head. You have 6 months. If you can get through whatever stipulations they set over the next 6 months, if you get through that time with those stipulations being, honored, then those 90 days go away. He probably wouldn't even have well, I don't know. I don't think they gave him a deferred adjudication. I think they just gave him a deferred sentence. So he would still be convicted, but it wasn't a felony. It was just a misdemeanor. So it wouldn't have hurt him in the long run. Especially, he's unhireable anyway. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker ain't getting fucking hired by anybody. So, it was in his best interest just to take the fucking misdemeanor. But he couldn't do it. He took it to trial. They offered him. They took it to trial. He gets to trial. They say $500 fine, 90 days deferred sentence, running concurrently, because there's two charges, running concurrently. So he's looking at 90 total days that he doesn't have to do right now for 6 months unless he gets in trouble, right? And if in 6 months he isn't in trouble, then he doesn't have to do them at all. And the judge said, hold my cock. I got this. And came down with the fucking Thor's hammer on his head. Crushed him. 90 days in jail, straight, no deferred. Both of those sentences to run consecutively. So he's got 90 days. Then he has another 90 days. 180 days, Chili. You earned them. You earned them. It should have been more because it shouldn't have been more because that is what you were charged with in that moment. But let's talk about all the shit that you didn't ever go to jail for. All the bullshit that you deservedly need to be in jail for so you can learn your fucking lesson. The reason why you keep fucking up is because you've never had to face consequences on this shit. That's the difference between me and you. I've had to face my consequences. I learned from my mistakes, and I didn't make them moving forward. You, on the other hand, never fucking learn. So 6 months. You get 6 months to learn, Chili. You got a lot of law library time coming up. I suggest you use it. Go read. Oh, I'm sorry. What am I thinking? Go look at letters, Chili. Have someone sound the letters out for you. Okay? We typically call that reading. Pro-social people do. Anti-social people call it the hard thing with the bookies. You know these people, Chili's fans. None of them have degrees, right? They all hate cops because they believe they've been fucked over by police because somebody called them out on crimes they were committing, and they were like, well, I should be able to commit crimes. I should be able to commit crimes. So if the police are not letting me commit crimes, then fuck the police. No, fuck you. We live in a society where we don't want you antisocial pieces of shit walking around us unchecked. You know, that's the way society works, and that's why it works for us. That's why the legal system is set up the way it is. That's why, even though Chili's a piece of shit, they would still tell the judge was still fucking declining a lot of the objections by the prosecution. She didn't want to hear the fucking his description of how he became a law scholar. But the judge was like, okay, there might be some relevance to it, so let's at least let him keep going for a bit. It wasn't just a situation where they were like, I don't like this guy, I'm gonna really fucking railroad him. But you got what you deserved, Chili. You got what you deserved. And I'm so happy. I am fucking happy. All right. And that brings us to today, the end of the Delete Law Saga, Part 1. I know I missed something. So what I want you to do, not right now, of course, but when this live stream's over, you were screaming at me. I can't see my chat over here too well because I'm working on one computer screen, so it is what it is. Like I wish I had, 3 screens right here so I could have the chat up and down and running like that, like I do at the house. But unfortunately, I only have my laptop. I got a badass laptop though. A seriously badass laptop. Anyway, so I'm gonna read off some of the super chats. At the end of that, I would like everybody to stop super chatting me so I can get through these super chats. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn it over to the live chat as soon as I get done reading these. Okay. And in fact, I'll stop every once in a while just to go back to the live chat because I want to hear what you have to say. I haven't been able to keep up with you guys, and the whole reason I did this was because I really wanted to reconnect with y'all. So for me, I want to talk with y'all and understand, like how you're feeling, what you're thinking right now, all that regarding Chili. So let me do the super chats. Please don't super chat me anymore. And when I get down to the bottom, we'll turn it over. Okay. So we have Project Constitution for $5. I fed him fake addresses. I read that one. Thank you very much. Colin, definitely not Carmwell, says, I have to go for my live. Stay good, my friend, and always good to see you on stream. Thank you very much. I'll try to do more streams. I had a good time. I had a really good time. And I haven't streamed in a long time, so there was a bit of nervousness going on. But I do think that I'm gonna be honest with you. I really think I'm a pretty decent live streamer. So I may have to really get back into it. What do you think? What do you think? How good is my live streaming capabilities? Am I able to be interesting when I'm just talking about whatever's going on in my world or how I'm seeing it from my perspective? Does that interest you? Would you like more live streams? Or is this one of those things, no, don't do so many live streams, just whenever Chili will do that and go on. I really enjoy it, but I won't do it on this channel though. It'll be probably on my After Dark channel. Just because this channel is doing so well and the growth is going well. Everything's going well on this channel and I don't want to change anything. In fact, I love the fact that I get so many haters that are like, please stop talking in your videos. And I'm like, yes, every time. Yes, yes. I always go, my response is always, hey, I went to your channel to see how it's supposed to be done and no content. Why is that? You seem to have you seem to have everything all the knowledge on how to run a perfect YouTube channel. You like to tell me how to fucking do it. But I go to you to see the example that you should be setting for me, and it's not there. So what's the deal with that? Cheshire Cat, $2 for every day Maria has in jail. Love it. Project Constitution, $2. He did the same thing to me. I don't know what it was at the time, but I'm sure. I think I was talking about him running to the cops. Mac Guffin, $10. Yo, Skeptic, enjoy a cold Pilsner on me. I hope to get over to my mother country soon. Oh, he's talking about Poland. Oh, no, not Poland, Czech Republic. They tell you a story about the Czech Republic. I may have told this before. Budweiser, the only place in the world that Budweiser can be sold by not Anheuser-Busch is in Czech, because Anheuser-Busch stole the recipe from the Czech Republic. So that's why the Czechs are allowed to be the only country in the world that's allowed to sell a Budweiser product, but it's not Budweiser like we know it in America. It's theirs. It's their own recipe. But they can't do any copyright claims or trademark infringements or anything like that. It's a pretty amazing story, actually. Thank you, Mac. Project Constitution, $5. He's been trying to ruin my life for the last month too, but he's a joke. He has failed miserably. Yeah, fuck that guy, right? He's in jail. You got 180 days to chill. In fact, I'm sorry. I keep saying 180. You got 177. He's already done 3 days. I hope he's missing a tooth for every day. Tariq, $10. We all make mistakes. We all grow up. Well, most. A felony doesn't mean anything unless it's against children or women, which mine is not. I was a horrible person until I was about 25. I had good lawyers and no felony charges. I couldn't get out. There was no way to get out of what my felony was, and I didn't want to. I just wanted to take responsibility and grow from it, and I'm glad I did. Part of my growing as a person is taking responsibility for my own actions. I would have it no other way. Even if I could look back on it, if there was somebody that could say, "Hey, you know what? I can, I could have gotten you out of that. Let's go back in time. I got a time machine. Let's go back in time. Let me be your lawyer. I know a loophole to get you out." I'd say, "No, I'm good because my life turned out perfect." All right. There's maybe not perfect. All right. There's bumps in road. There's bumps, but where I'm at right now, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all the good and bad things that I had to go through. And I just still, to this day, I will tell any person that does anything that requires you to take responsibility, to take your responsibility. All right? Get you a lawyer, mitigate it, but take the responsibility. You'll feel better about yourself in the long run. I promise you that. Tatted Cat, $2. What happened to his dog Charlie? Hey, I don't know. We do need to find that out, because as much of an asshole as I am, I ain't that big of an asshole. I do want to see Charlie be fine. And if as long as somebody out there, even if it's one of Delete Law's people, is looking out for Charlie until he gets out of jail, I will support that. I won't make fun of that person. I won't call that person a chili tart, even though they are. If you take care of Charlie, you get a pass. You can even come in here and call yourself Charlie's handler. Man, we had some funny Charlie troll accounts though. God. Frank Perry, $5. I had Chili represent me for a parking ticket. Now I'm going away for 20 years. It's been nice knowing all you damn trifold piece of shipping and handling shit. And it ripped. Yeah, that shit was funny, man. Gunner, if you're still out there, bro, you had we all were doing Chili content, right? But one of the things I like about the way you do your presentation is it's more you. You know, like we're more us over here on this, and we're more of reaction content people. You know, I try to have enough commentary in it to make it more like a commentary reaction channel, but the way that you were doing it was pretty fucking funny. Like, there's so much more of you than there is of him. So you're only taking small clips of his videos, and it's more commentary than it is reaction. So I really enjoyed it. I thought that you nailed it with all of the with what you said about him. You really nailed it. I was tripping. I was tripping on it for a while. So thank you for doing your part and showing how much of a punk that piece of shit is. Diamond Draco, $5. A small token of heart to all the squids here in the chat. Let's go Navy. TTU, baby. United States Navy in the house. Project Constitution, $2. 180 days is glorious. It's more than glorious. I'm so happy he got it. I would have been happy with 90 days concurrent, but the fact that he got 90 consecutive, oh, so beautiful. 90 and 90 consecutive. Mick 990, 20 pounds. Whoa. Thank fuck DeCastro is in the clink. Love from Liverpool. Oh my God. Hold on. I almost wore a Liverpool kit today. Hold on 1 second. Let me show you. Oh yeah, here it is right here. Right here. Look. My Irish friends in Dublin, he's a Liverpool fan, so he got me this kit. So there you go. Mick 99D. There you go. Liverpool, baby. And I got a Holland kit to where I'm going to a game. So, okay, back to me and what I do when I'm like running around the country and shit and running around the world. Uh, so I left Dublin. I was on the plane. I start talking to this guy who's sitting next to me. He's like nodding off. I'm like, yeah, St. Patty's Day got you too, right? So me and him just start talking. He's so fucking cool. He's like a kind of like a startup guy, but he's also an engineer. So he does like computer engineering because it's a computer science, but he's also like he works on startups and shit. So me and him were talking, and he's like, "Go see this," and I'm like, "Oh, thank you for the suggestion." And I start typing in my phone. We get off the plane, and he's like, um, you want to catch a ride back to the hotel? I'll take you. I'm getting a ride share." And I was like, no, 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 I'm good. I don't, when I'm traveling, I'm, uh, I'm all by myself and I accept that, I need the solitude. I need the loneliness to some extent to like to make me appreciate what I have at home. That's kind of how I feel, to be honest with you. I don't know why I feel that way, but I do kind of feel that way. But, I was talking to him and I was telling him what I do for a living, and he asked me if I wanted to ride. I said no, 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 I don't want to impose. And then we both went our separate ways, and then we ended up coming back together. And when we came back together, he was like, "Are you sure you don't want to ride? Like you're gonna take the metro?" And I was like, He was living in Amsterdam, but he was from Dublin, and he was like, or I said, "You know what?" I said, "It's fate has brought us back together." I'm gonna take the ride from you right now. I'm just gonna take the ride. Let's go. So we get in the car and we start driving around, and he gets uh, or he pulls out an app. He's like, "Oh, this is a stadium. Let's see if a football game's going on." So there's Holland's playing Scotland on tomorrow night, and he was like, "You want to go?" I was like, "Fuck yeah, I want to go." So him and his family are gonna come and pick, or I don't know if they're gonna pick me up or I'm gonna meet them somewhere, but him and his family are gonna be taking me out tomorrow night to go watch a fucking football match. How badass is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I love this shit, guys. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for being as awesome as y'all have been for me. Tim Hicks, my man. Go Cowboys. Uh, 1, 2, Bubba's coming for you. 3, 4, your butt's gonna be sore. 5, 6, holding Bubba's big stick. 7, 8, gonna be up late. 9, 10, it's Bubba's turn again. Poor Chili. He's going to learn that rhyme. Project Constitution, $5. I copyright struck his website and got it shut down. Hey, at least, look, I ain't trying to put you on blast, Project Constitution, but at least you admitted to it, so maybe he won't sue me for it because he's convinced that I'm responsible for everything bad that's happened to him. I'm sure he thinks I wrote the judge and convinced the judge that he's a bad guy when he's really for rule of law. And that was the other thing. I'm telling you, Chili brought that on himself in that courtroom. Do y'all remember him going like this? Yeah, yeah, I hate cops. Yep, yep. You earned that fucking 6 months, bro. You should. I hope you know that. I hope you know that. I hope when it's all said and done, you think to yourself, "Damn, probably shouldn't have called him a pig, and I probably shouldn't have fucking gave the judge a thumbs up and shook my head yes when she was saying that I'm doing all of this for the attention and for my YouTube channel." Also, fucking dipshit said that he sells legal documents online. Did y'all hear that? Excuse me, Chili, you sell legal documents online? What state do you have your legal license from? Please tell us. Inquiring minds want to know, because if you don't have a legal license or you're selling, I know you don't have a legal license, but let's say you did in California and you're selling legal documents to someone in fucking Colorado, that's still fucking practicing law without a license, dumb fuck. You just admitted it to a judge. Man, I wish they'd go and just fucking hit him with some more charges. Fuck him. All right. Where my foot? $10. Chili is now on ice. Ayo, yeah. Oh, Mark dorks, both of you. Oh, fuck off, Mark. Love you, man. You've been a member for 52 months. Whoo, that's 4 years, 4 months. God damn. Casey Cooper. Well met. Good whiskey. Actually, we're gonna do a Whiskey Wednesday stream, I think, on Sunday or Saturday. Glenn Mack, $5 Team Skeptic Live. My week is complete. Also, don't have that kind of integrity. Also, I don't have that kind of integrity. Glenn, don't say that. Give you some fucked up ideas. McCulver, 199, Chili's Gel Stream, America's Next Top Bottom. Oh my God. Project Constitution, $5. Lamau, he admitted to practicing law. Yes, I just said that, right? He had, on the stand, under oath, says he sells for money, he sells legal documents to people. What the fuck? You just admitted to breaking the law. That's a state, it's a crime. And sorry, I just accidentally touched my Bluetooth and it started playing a song. Sarah Muttley, constitutional dipshit. That's right. Member for 24 months. Epiphany, TTU, baby. TTU, baby. All right, Goddess Estrella, $5. He's got a chipmunk. He's not a chipmunk. He identifies as a royal pain in the ass prison princess. TTU, baby. Safe travel, Skeptic. Thank you. I'm having a blast. This is my best trip yet. My friends from Ireland they just, over the top. Over the top. Best time in the world. Fucking huge shout out to them. They know who they are. Huge shout out to them. I already forgot their names. Just kidding. They don't have it. Paul Morrison, £2. He'll be walking like Jay Wayne when he leaves. I hope he ain't walking. I hope they have to roll him out in a fucking on a wheelchair. Just Bob, 4.99, and with both of his legs working too. 4.99. Is that sentence suspended? That was the best part. Yes, it was. That was so funny because he did. He thought he was like, oh, she just recommended suspended sentence. My lawyer just asked for time served. There should be, the judge is going to pick something in the middle, even if it's all the way to the right and goes completely with the prosecution. I'm going to have a suspended jail sentence and I'm not going to be able to get arrested for 30 or 90 or 180 days or whatever. And the judge came back and said 90 days consecutive to be served. And he goes, is that suspended? Did she say the word suspended, Chili? If it was suspended, she would have said suspended. If it was deferred, she would have said deferred. You're an idiot. Frank Perry. The best thing in that case was when the judge said for a total of 108 days and Chili said suspended. She said no, and it's starting right now. That's exactly what she said. Project Constitution, $5, or go donate to our Nevada judges. Super unnecessary human. Blue Bear. Oh my God. Hey, I saw that you sent me a message. I haven't responded to it yet. I don't do a lot of Discord these days. But I've been meaning to reach out to you because like 3 days ago, I was walking around out here in Amsterdam and I thought about you. Like I thought about some of our conversations that you and I had when I was in Palma about decastrated. So you were actually on my mind the other day. And then you sent that message to me and I was like, oh my God, that's crazy that I hadn't like, I've been so out of the loop and just doing regular content that I really hadn't had a chance to really think about the people that were around all those times when I was live streaming, and you just happened to come into my head, so that was really crazy. Chili, the jailhouse law scholar. That's right. Hello, little mother, little brother. We need to chat soon. My eyeglasses are dying on me. Christy Win, $2. Thank you, Christy. Appreciate it. Kim Sikorsky, $2. Constipational lie scholar. Yeah, that's right. Motherfucker lies when he opens his mouth. That's how you know. Frank Perry, $2. Will he be wearing the jock sock or on the cell block? Oh yeah, that's right. That's one. He has a product called the jock sock. Another one is his failed inventions. Glenn Mack, Aussie, $5. I can't wait for this. How to behave in court trifold. What a fraud. I wonder if it'll say stuff like just be quiet, let other people speak for you. Hire a lawyer. Nope, won't say that. Empire of Hearts, another person. Oh my God, I was thinking about you and the fam the other day too. Because I think you sent me a message maybe a month ago. But I spoke with this guy and his family, and they're really good people. And I just want to say thank you, man. I know I haven't been the best of responders to you, and that's kind of on me, man. So I do apologize, and just know that you're on my mind at times. All right. Empire of Arts says for $2 TTU, bro. Cheers. Chili deserves to go to jail. LOL, he does. Project Constitution, $2. Was he driving Zane's Audi till he blew it up? Oh, wait. Project Constitution. You're calling, right? I wasn't putting two and two together. I was trying to give you shout outs earlier. I think you're calling. And were you actually with Chili in person, or was it just an online thing? Yeah, hold until I'm done reading the super chats, and then when I get to the live chat, you can answer that question for me. Cindy Sue, $20. Our Nevada judges was posting updates on how fast it was getting Chili's going to jail video up, and many YouTubers like Artie's Corporate Fiction and Law Talk with Mike and their audience were waiting. My friend observed how hated on YouTube he is. Oh, I know. I know. He is. He's extremely hated. Beaver Zero, 5 Canadian dollars. Invite me next time when you aren't using IPOAC for your right. You're right. For sure. And thank you, Brainy, for coming on, man. All right. Let me get back to. It just jumped on me. All right, there's Glenn Mack, 5 Aussie dollars. I've missed your lives. I've missed them. Seeing that tooth gap makes me realize my life isn't so bad. Fuck you. I love my gap. Dan Robinson, £2. If you come to the UK, hit me up for a session. Okay, word. I'll be in the UK next time. I'm gonna go see a Liverpool game when I get back. Next time I come out. They have to sneak me in though. James Holt, $10. Let's all thank Chili for his misguided belief in transparency and agreeing to the cameras in the courtroom, or we might not be here today. Just kidding. Fuck that guy. Good shit. Project Constitution, $2. You come to Maryland, hit me up. I'd love to buy you lunch. I will. I will. Thank you. Tread 499. You're unstable if you verbally and physically offend the judge presiding over your case live. Yes. Oh, how nice would it have been if the judge said while he's in jail he needs to go ahead and have a competency hearing. Like we need to put him under the fucking microscope of a few head doctors and see what's really not going on in his head, where the things are misfiring. NANA gifted 20 memberships. Wow, thank you so much, sir. I truly appreciate it. Love you, bro. We talk all the time. Well, not all the time, but out of the people I talk to from here, NANA, Dark Light, and Bella Charge are three that I talk to very, very regularly. So always good to see you, NANA. Thank you. And thank you for the 20 gifted memberships because 20 other individuals that get to use that. Cindy Sue, member for 22 months. Woo! Thank you. Project Constitution, $5. I was on my way out anyway because I saw he had just abandoned and effed over everything he touched. Yes, he did. Project Constitution, $5. Same here. My only problem with the few was because of drugs, and I've been clean 16 years now. Good for you. G Rob, $2. Do you still have a Discord? Link, please. Will somebody please share for G Rob the link? Member, 53 months. NANA, 53 months. Jesus Christ. You were one of my first. Aaron Vager, $5. Skeptic. I work at Mickey D's. Please, for the love of God, don't send him here. What the fuck, bro? Yeah, I'm sending him. You're getting that unhireable fuck. Teresa Harling, $5. I hope Chili is staying warm in the dungeon. Not. Hope he's freezing his dick off. All he's been doing is begging for money. I love it. Bubba Joe for $20 says message retracted. Oh, Bubba Joe, I want to see what the message says. Tube Sock, $2. Free Professor DeCastro, Esquire. Hashtag journalism is legal. Project Constitution, $5. LOL. Pay every dollar I have to keep his ass in jail. Mike, 99D, 10 pounds. I'm a nuclear physicist with an engineering doctorate, so I'm good. Yeah, I'm in the UK too, like PhD Tony. Tony's in fucking Australia. It doesn't exist. That's a flat earther. Big Bork, little bite, $5. If Chili drops the soap, is the floor clean or is the soap dirty? Won't matter because Ray is mad he peed in the pooper and looking for revenge. Oh man, Chili, I hope you're ready for all the rules of jail. I really do, because there's a lot of them. And I'm sorry, but you're alpha. You are an alpha. I will give you that. You're an alpha to your audience. Your audience is a bunch of fucking like absolute morons. So you are an alpha compared to them. But once you get in jail, you are a beta cuck. Okay? You will do what you are told to do, not by the guards, but by your inmates that are around you. They're going to run your life, and you're going to accept it. And you know what the truly awesome thing about that is that you're going to have drunks that come in for 3 days while you're there for 6 months. You're going to have drunks come in running your life for 3 days, leaving so that another drunk can come in and run your life for 3 days. That's going to be your life for the next 180 days. I hope you're ready to enjoy it. You have no proper social skills. You don't know how to talk to these people on a normal level. Do we really need to go look at all your TikTok racist drama? You got into an argument with Talib Kweli. They are all called you out for being a fucking racist. You think you're just going to go into jail and change that about yourself? You think you're going to wear another suit and they're not going to know that either you're wearing a suit you don't normally wear or you're just outright a fucking racist? Good luck, Chili. I can tell you it's not going to be fun for you. It's fun as fuck. I wish you could just write me. I'll write you. I'll pen pal you. Will you just write me a daily letter telling me everything that's going on in there? How many times you've been told that you're not allowed to fucking leave your bunk? All right. Let's see. Glenn Mack, 5 Aussie dollars. I still believe you were the first one to give him life on YouTube. I was. No, two other people did, and I believe it was Tones Overthinks It and Kfar. I want to say that I think those two guys covered his video first before me, which I think that's what triggered me to go look for that video because I'd seen it on their channel, on one channel at least. But I believe there was two. But I remember I think on Tones for sure, but it didn't get any traction. That video just it wasn't one that the algorithm pushed real heavily for Tones. So, but when I covered and it didn't really push it real hard for me either. It I got the I actually got him like he started growing in the community when I brought him on for the live stream. So when I brought him on for the live stream, that's when everybody was like, "Who's this guy? Who's this chili guy?" And then when I brought Kate on, that's when the trolls came with Kate because her trolls. Whoo! I'm I'm glad to have them on my team. Shit. I'm glad they're anti-Chili because man, those people have got they were tracking Chili everywhere he went. They knew where he was at. I mean, it wasn't hard. Chili would post himself online, but there's certain level of fucking computer skill and dedication that you have to take advantage of this information. And those guys over there at Kate's channel, they got those skills. So you want to fuck with people? Fucking with Kate was the wrong thing, Chili. That's why you got all that fucking Nutella all over your shit. That's why you fucking had people calling gas stations when you were pulling in for fucking to fill up gas. People could say, yeah, that was fucked up. They did that, but it really wasn't because he was driving and streaming at the same time. He was putting lives in danger like this all the time, staring at his fucking phone as he's driving 80 miles an hour. So I don't blame the trolls for doing that. In fact, I commend them. Good shit, trolls. TTU, baby. And Kate always wins, so Chili can eat some shit. Project Constitution, $5. He's a hypocrite. He sued people who use his videos, and now all he does is steal other people's videos, right? He copyright strike, copyright strike, copyright strike, 50 of them. I've got a fucking list of them. But he didn't get any of them because he's a piece of shit. James Holt, $10. Bought your damn wallet with. Oh my God, you got a wallet, bro. You got a wallet. Oh, you're gonna love it, James. You're gonna love your fucking wallet. I telling you right now, you're gonna love it. Seems like a way better design than a Ridge wallet. So Commander Darklight, the original, he bought me a Ridge wallet one time. I got the carbon fiber one. He said, I think we were watching a video and I said, "Hey, I like that wallet." He was like, "I'll get it for you." And I was like, "No, no, no, you ain't got to." He's like, "No, no, no, I got you. I got you." So he bought me the wallet. And then like 2 months later is when Extra hit me up. And when they sent me the wallet, I was like, damn, I'm not going to be using my Ridge anymore. That's for sure. And it's not to knock on Ridge. It's just to say that Extra is like, you do not know right now how nice it is because, here's the hotel card right here. It's how nice it is. That, touch the door, it opens. Put it like that. That right there, I love. Anyway, why I never bought one. Better be better than a bifold. Thanks for the discount. Yes, it is better than a bifold for sure. And my voice is becoming a little scratchy, so I'm gonna try to get through these. I'm really close to the end, and as soon as we get to the end, we'll jump over into the chat for a few minutes. Okay. Big Bork, little bite, $2. Is he sagging or are his pockets out? Taking bets. He's sagging. Oh, he's got the pants drooped below the butt crack. That's for sure. Vegas cops don't play from Vegas Baby Girl. Vegas Baby Girl happens to know because she's in Vegas. Project Constitution, $5. I nominate Judge Zimmerman for the Humanitarian of the Year award. Yeah, that's right. You forgot Chad Goo. Oh, I forgot Chad Goo. Another huge part of this whole saga for part one. So he, of course, tells every cop, take the badge off, take the gun off. You notice he doesn't say that anymore? You notice that, guys? He stopped telling cops to take their badge and gun off, that he'd fight them. Why? Because Chad Goo said okay. Chad Goo said, you know what, Chili? I got you. Badge, gun, off. Let's head to Kentucky. Let's do it for charity. Let's fight, me and you. Do you remember? He came back. Oh, I have high blood pressure in my kneecap. I went to the corner store doctor right there next to the one that's attached to 7-Eleven. And and I walked in and I said, I give you $100. Will you tell them that I have allergies in my left leg? Like my left leg, I can't run because I got allergies. This motherfucker backed out. Had a cop actually say, I'll take my goddamn gun and badge off and fight you. And he backed out. Oh, we also forgot about the when that one guy ran up on him. I forgot that guy's name. That one guy that ran up on him, but I know somebody in the chat will remember. Shelly Tahosas, $2. You forgot. Oh, Chad Goo. Yeah, Shelly, you're right. Billy Rank. Shout out to Chad Goo, man. Really cool dude. I've had a few conversations with him. Really cool guy. Billy Yank, $5. First they came for the criminals, and I didn't speak up because I wasn't a criminal, and life was much better. The end. Right? It's really that easy. Jane Doe, $49.99. It's truly been a great week. A team live stream and a chili in jail. $50. Thank you very much, Jane Doe. Love you. You've always been a huge supporter of the channel, and man, that means so much. Thank you very much. Michael Edwards, $4.99. Any prison positions Chili needs to partake of now that he is on ice? Oh, I don't know. He's just got, there. I don't want him to get, you know what? Yeah, he's going to have a position. It's called on his belly. Glenn Mack, Aussie, $2. Hey, pro streamer, talking to the mic as you read. The mic is not the best one. Look. Oh, Tones is there. Hey, Tones, didn't you cover Chili first before I covered him, right? I think it was your channel. I keep giving you the credit. Oh yeah, O for X plus one, Miller 8780, $2. That was my nickname for Chili, was O for X plus one, where 0 was the number of cases Chili has won, and X plus one is the number he's put up plus the next one that he's not gonna win. O for X plus one. GG Morrill, $1.99. You could say out loud what a lot of us think, and we love it. You know, I'm gonna tell you something. That's what I do. Like when I'm reacting to stuff, I really think like, what is my audience thinking in this moment? And that's why a lot of you guys resonate with me. You know, because I speak what you want to say, and we can all agree that these people are fucking dumb. You know, especially when it comes to sovereign citizens in Chile. Tones overthinks it. Oh no, you can start right now. Judge was a boss, absolute boss. Mike 71, long time. I think, you know, honestly, I think, hey, I think you, if you're still a member, I don't know if you're still a member or not, but if you are, you can leave a comment and you will be my longest running member. But I don't know that you're still a member. Let's see. Did you forget about his fight he missed with a high knee strain and high blood pressure? Yeah, remember I was just saying that. Oh, my left knee. My left knee has high blood pressure. Oh. Glenn Mack, $5 Thanks, Chili, for being the reason Team Skeptic did a live. No one does lives better. And recommend DB. Oh, Dig Bag Patrol. Yes. Go to Dig Bag Patrol. He's got a great channel. I love Dick Bag. Oh, yeah, you know what I mean. I love Dick Bag. He's a good dude too. I talked with him for quite a while the other day. No, a while back, but it was the other day. Wasn't too long ago. And yeah, Dig Bag Patrol is amazing. Project Constitution for $2. I filed FOIAs already for his jail phone calls. Ooh, can you get those? Wild Horse got $10. Winners are going to win and losers are going to lose. Or in this case, get free lodging at the Gray Bar Motel. That's right. Justin, member for 19 months. Good to see you, my friend. God damn it, you sent me a message too. I haven't responded to it. I'll be there talking to you. Did you see Chad's rebuttal videos post trial? Hilarious. No, but I will go watch them. Still a member. Look, 53 months. You and NANA are the two longest members I have. Easily. And I think I want to say you will click over to 54 before he will click over to 54. I'm pretty sure because I think we saw that the other day when you both did it. It was a couple months ago. Taser Todd 199 better than Chili's price Sun wallet prison wallet. Better than Chili's prison wallet is Meat Pocket. Commander Darklight 46 months. I was just talking about you, Darklight. I love you, man. All right, I'm turning it over to the stop super chatting me, guys. I'm coming to the live chat right now. Talk your shit. I'm reacting. Alana, tag me if you want me to read your chat. Alana says, Team Skeptic, let's not forget about Flat Derp's chili videos. So fucking, oh God, Flat Derp. Flat Derp went off on it. He hated Flat Derp. He hated Flat Derp. Flat Derp is Ash. Ash is an amazing content creator. Ash could do so much with that amazing animation style that he has. Great job, Derp. Great job. And then we have Ali C99 living my best life this week. First live and Chili escorted out via torture cuffs. Your content is amazing. Ali, thank you so much. And, recently, I've had a lot of people, like in my personal life, will reach out to me and they're like, you look happy. You look really happy right now. And this was prior to Chili getting arrested. People would message me and say, man, you are living the dream. You're living your best life. And I really, when the other day in a Facebook chat, like with me and a couple of my like really good friends, somebody said, you're living your best life. And I really thought about it. And I was like, I'm only living my best life because of the people I'm surrounded by. And it's not that, I'm just as much surrounded by you as I am surrounded by the people in my normal life. Okay. If you guys are pieces of shit, if you guys were very much so against what I'm doing or not supportive of what I'm doing, I wouldn't be able to live my best life. I only am living my best life because I have you guys all involved in it as well. As long as well as my good friends that are like in my real life, that are not YouTube related. All those people, along with all you guys, like the support I get from the chat, the support I get from my friends and family, this is the things that Chili doesn't get, and that's why I'm living my best life, and that's why he's in jail for 6 months. Okay, we forgot about this part too, guys. Do you remember what he said to his brother-in-law, who was I'm sorry. Do you remember why his family hates him? This is as per Chili's mouth, so I'm not just like trying to make a joke here. Does anybody remember why Chili's family hates him? I'll tag me with the answer. All right, tag me with the answer. She said, Jane Doe, I'm one of your early YouTube members. Yeah, you really were actually. Let's see. But this is my third YouTube account as my comments get reported. So YouTube has started warning me as I'm leaving comments. This one might be a bit spicy. Maybe you shouldn't leave it. And I'm like, okay, send anyway. I hope they don't end up fucking ripping my channel out for me for leaving mean comments. Aussie $2. Glenn Mack. Fuck, you're not my boss, Daddy Skeptic. Oh my god, because I told you to stop super chatting. I love you, Glenn. Taco and Yoshi says, hello, Team Skeptic. Hello, Taco. Combi. Great to see you, Combi. Team Skeptic. Dan ran up to him. That's right. Dan, I forgot his last name. Hispanic dude. I think he was Hispanic. But Dan ran up on him. Yeah, Blue Bacon must be so happy. I bet that Blue Bacon is probably feeling some sense of relief as well, or not relief, but gratification for everything that he's had to go through as well. That was an interesting saga that we kind of didn't cover just now. But yeah, Blue Bacon's a good dude too. Flaky Jake, Team Skeptic, because he's a professional douchebag. Yes, he is. He does it better than anybody else. If douchebagging could get you a 6-figure salary, Chili would be making 7 as the CEO. Windbrew 499, first time live with you, and I love your content and personality. Such fun, Wendy. Thank you, Wendy. I appreciate it. And I'm glad you enjoy my personality because I really just enjoy being myself. If I had to tone it down to just not be able to talk the shit that I talk or say the things that I like saying, I would not be enjoying YouTube as much. But I enjoy this fucking thing. I enjoy this job that I have because I speak my mind, and I have people like you guys out there that are fucking that just love it. You know, you're. I'm telling you, I don't have to fight any fights anymore because when somebody fucking attacks me, even though I love going in there and fucking arguing with people and fighting with people, I don't have to do it anymore because by the time I get around to it, you know, I pin the pin of shame. The pin of shame works. The pin of shame works. I pinned somebody's comment on the last video and it got like fucking like 600 replies on it. 600 replies. It was nuts. Direct D. Here's $4.99 for delete lips commissary. Yeah, man. Fucking you want to go visit him in jail with me? Let's write him and see if we can't get him to add us to his visitation list. I'll do it. Hey, there's one thing you guys know about me. I don't bullshit. If I tell you I'm gonna do something, I'll fucking do that shit. So I'm telling you right now, if Chili adds me on his visitation list, I'll go in and visit him and make sure he's not being thirsted. Make sure he's not being tortured. I'll coddle him. I was like, come here, little alpha. Come here, come on, put your head up here, alpha. There, cry it out. I could hold him. He's only like this big. I'd be like, oh, Chili. Cry it out, little alpha. Cry it out. He's a piece of shit. Fuck that guy. All right. Tones overthinks it. $10. Says in the last video of my Chili saga, I said to him, in the end, you will break your... It jumped. Hold on. In the end, you will break yourself beneath the immense weight of all your poor decisions. And you fucking nailed it, bro. I really enjoy watching Tones. Tones came on one live stream with me, and he was one of the funniest guests I've ever had. Man, I miss doing live streams with you, Tones. And alone on the stand with no help from us, he did. He was crushed beneath the immense weight of all of his poor decisions. So last summer, in June 2023, you told me to DM you on Discord about possibly getting an extra for my retired USAF dad for Father's Day. I hope you'll answer soon. Oh, shit. Okay. I think I have one back home. A brand new one they just sent me. So they actually sent me two of their newer models, and one of them is like sick. Let's see. Flaky Jake, Team Skeptic. Now that Chili and VV are locked up. Who's VV? How about going after Mike Cerrone next? Who's VV and Mike Cerrone? You'd have to let me know. I don't know them by their names like that. But yeah, let me know. Let me know who you're talking about. Thanks for being you, Team Skeptic. TTU, baby. TTU, baby. I remember before you revealed your face teams. Oh, Mike, I know you. I know you've been around that long. There's not many people that have been around that long. You have. I was doing flat Earth back then, guys. I know y'all are going to be like, what? I was debunking flat Earth. There are people out there that still believe the Earth is flat. Now watch them argue it, and I'm like, what are you arguing about? Like, don't argue with these people. Like, you're not, just stop arguing with them. They're not worth arguing about. Cindy Sue, Tones Overthink It, and Team Skeptic. I'm trying to get his jail. I'm trying to get his jail inmate number, and I can't even find him in the LV jail database. I'm sure we'll find him. We'll find him for you. Cream Skeptic was hilarious. Matthew Miller, $2. Yeah, for those that don't remember when I was doing Flat Earth, I used to get in a VR headset goggle things, and I'd be like this, and I was like a fucking Twinkie. I was like a convict Twinkie that had a bite out of the top of my head. And I'd be like just talking shit, and it was funny. It was good times. Yeah, you do remember it. Yeah, that's a long time back too, Matt. Chris Hughes, Team Skeptic, thank you for being your part in getting the Alpha Turd 180 days in jail. I vote you cover Glenn Serio next. Glenn Serio is very boring to me. I used to cover him. He's just boring. I like these sovereign citizens in court because it doesn't get old. They continue to get arrested. They continue to say that they don't have any right or They don't have to follow any laws. And I continue to get messages that say, thank you for doing what you do against these sovereign citizens. My neighbor told me that this was the way to do things, and I only am not doing what he told me to do because I saw your video explaining how wrong and how stupid these people are. I get that message quite often, a lot more often than you would think. A lot more often than I used to get flat earth messages telling me, thanks for saving me from becoming a flat earther. Because becoming a flat earther is just a misunderstanding of science. Sure, it's you really put a lot too much belief into it. It's going to take you down a path of fucking of of desolation. And I mean that's the best ways to put it because nobody will like you, nobody will want to be around you. So that's a great path for desolation, right? But um, being a sovereign citizen has much more like tangible consequences, right? Like you can still have a productive life and be a flat earther. You cannot have a productive life and be a real sovereign citizen. If you're a real sovereign citizen, then you won't work because you don't have a license. You don't have a right to work in the United States. You lose that right to work when you start declining to get Social Security cards because they're contracting with the government, or using your Social Security number because that's your trust number. Like these things, people are hearing this and they're hearing them. The thing about the internet is you have to worry about, this is why you worry about things like this, like Cyrax, right? I'm going to go back to this guy, Cyrax. Because there's a reason why you should be paying that, not you should be paying attention, but there's a reason why even he needs to be addressed and stopped, right? Because from a viewer's perspective, there's a lot of people out there that don't have YouTube channels. So even to see a YouTube channel with 150 subscribers, well, that's a YouTuber. They must be doing it right. They must know what they're talking about and can be easily influenced by somebody who has the confidence and the bravado and speaks with such like true confidence. Like when someone speaks like that, they're they're impressionable people that will hear what they have to say and believe that they're right. And so even if it's ridiculous, like, oh man, you've been driving with a license all your life, but you don't need a license. Come on, you're all right. You don't need a license. Bullshit. You need a fucking license. All right. That's the way society works. Now, if you have this one guy who shares a video with you and you look and that video has 1 million views and it's all about how your right to travel and how to get around with no license. Believe me, I was almost a sovereign citizen at one time. And I'm not kidding either, because I was talking with this guy and he was like, you don't have to pay your taxes, right? If you don't pay taxes, then you will never contract with the government. Literally told me that, and I believed him. I was like, really? Are you serious? So if I just never pay the IRS, then I'll never owe taxes? Like I will never have to pay. Okay, that sounds great. Saves me like $10,000 to $20,000 a year. That's amazing. In fact, I'm not contracting with the fucking government. Fuck them. But I also am not so gullible and naive. I actually went and looked it up, and that's when I learned that sovereign citizens are tax protesters. So they're protesting when they're telling me that. But I was gullible enough to at least initially think that the guy knew what he was talking about. Like, there was a certain gullibility, but that's also when I started to, that was when I was young, like 18, 19 years old. So I was like, God damn. So you got to think now we're in the age of digital information. It's spreading this to everybody, right? We got to stand up for what we think to be right and what we think to be wrong. When we see somebody who's putting out information that can affect other people, be sure you go out and make sure that everybody that you can possibly reach knows that that person's information is fucking wrong. And the way I've been doing it is by putting these idiots on display on my channel. And I'm getting good views. I'm getting new viewers. So that means more and more people are becoming aware that sovereign citizens exist, the arguments they make, and the failures they have to go through by watching my channel. So that's why I do what I do. That's why I probably won't go to covering Glenn Serio, because to me, he's nothing more than, he's really like, I'll tell you when I'll cover Glenn Serio, when he falls over from a heart attack, because that's going to happen before he really affects anybody, before anybody really goes, that guy knows what he's talking about. He's going to have a heart attack. I'll cover that. Say, Glenn Serio's gone. and nothing of value was lost. Ron Kitzner, $2. Team Skeptics to fix the sound. What's wrong with my sound? Is it? I'm sorry. Team Skeptic for President, Michael Caudillo. The traveling thing is only applicable in certain states thanks to the 10th Amendment. And doesn't fly in 90% of the states. I would need to know which states those were, Direct D. Because I constantly say that it's in all 50 states. Colin, definitely not Cromwell, $5. Have a good time in the EU. Good to see you, bud. Good to see you too. I'm off to Prague next. I'm doing 6 days in Prague, and then I go back to Vienna. Vienna is my favorite place in the world to visit. I made some really good Romanian friends, really cool dudes out there. Before I go, I'll tell you this story. This story is me and my Romanian friends, right? Gotta go, brother, but much love from Project Constitution, $2. Much love back to you, brother. Jane Doe, Team Skeptic is a good person. Jane Doe, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I really do. Tones overthinks it. Says, gotta go. Wish I could stick around, but family is waiting for me. Go, 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 go. Love you, man. Keep doing what you do. Alana Hater, Team Skeptic, or Glenn falls over on the bus and squishes a child. I'll cover that because that would be fucking hilarious. But okay, so I I go to I actually go to Romania, right? And I was in Bucharest for a while, and I left Bucharest and I went to Vienna from there. And when I get into Vienna, I'm talking with this bartender that I had spoken to my last time in Vienna because I have this one hotel I go to it every single time. They love me there. They made me guest of honor one time. Like they were like, normally we wait until the weekend, but we know you're gonna be here for a while, so we just want to give you this guest of honor gift bag. And it's we do this once a week, but we want you to have it for the whole time you're here. And I was like, man, thank you. I appreciate that. So I'm standing there, and the bartender's like, "Oh, this is my friend. He's from Romania. His name's Dennis." And I was like, "Hey, Dennis, how you doing?" I was like, "I just got back from Romania." And they're like, "Oh, really? What were you doing there?" So we started talking about his home country, and I show him the food I was eating. I was like, "Oh, I eat the meat." They're like, "You like the meat? You like the meat?" I was like, "I love the meat." So meat is like a skinless sausage. So it's really good though. And we hung out, and they're like, "You're a good dude, bro. You're a good guy." And they're like, you wanna go see Vienna from up top?" They're like, "You want to go up to like this little like up in wine country outside of Vienna, and you can look back and see like the whole city. You can look back from this one little restaurant that's up on top of this like huge hill. It's almost like a mountain to me, but you can look down and see all of Vienna at the bottom." And I was like, "Oh, that's badass." But they were like, "You want to go do that?" And I said, "Yeah, yeah, let's do it." And so we started driving in the car. And it's like 15 minutes outside of the city, it hits me, you know. I don't know these guys. Like, I don't know these guys at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Like, what do I do if they're like, what if they get to the top of this hill and Dennis looks back at me? And Dennis is huge now, right? I'm a little guy. Y'all know I'm a little guy, right? And I'm actually pretty decent size right now because I've been working out. Like, I'm not taking my shirt off the show, but I'm actually starting to get a little ripped and everything. I went to a men's health doctor and figured out why I don't put on weight. Apparently, you can't just eat 3 or 4 steaks a day, and that's all the food you eat. That's not going to put weight on you. That's just going to keep you looking like I look. So I actually started eating much, much better, and I've been going to the gym every single day until I left for Europe, right? But so all these guys are way bigger than me. One guy, Shiz, saw the picture of one guy, and she was like, "That guy look." No, I'm sorry. Brainy Beaver said, Brainy Beaver was the one that he saw a picture of these guys, and he's like, "The guy on the left looks like he could fucking eat you," and he could. So I'm in this car, we're driving out, and I'm thinking, "Dang, I just put myself in this situation." And I mean, they seem like good guys. I don't think anything's gonna happen, but if something does, I was like, I'm taking out Moises right here first because he's sitting next to me, and I'm just sitting here like this, and I'm thinking to myself, and I'm playing it out in my head. I'm like, "Whew, ha, throat gone. Then whoo, like this, that guy, ka, throat gone, right? And that's Dennis, Moises, and then Catalin was over here driving. Catalin was a little bit smaller of a guy. I was like, I handle him later, but I get Dennis and fucking Moises first, and they get up to this hill, and that's when they pull off of the highway and they start going in this windy country. And I'm like, oh my god, this is really about to happen to me. Like I'm really about this is about to be some Taken shit, but 46-year-old white man, you know? I'm about, and then I kept thinking to myself, Dennis was gonna turn around and go, "It's okay, David, just go with my friend down here." And they're gonna pull up to the fucking top, and there's gonna be this big ass church with a bunch of gypsies around me, and I'm just gonna be like, I'm about to become some fucking Saudi Arabian prince's fucking booty bitch. And I'm literally thinking this shit, but and I'm not going out like that. I'm taking out everybody that's fucking with me. We get up to the top of the fucking hill, and there's restaurants and a beautiful view, and it was an amazing time. The Romanians really did me right. They took me up there and showed me a really, really good time. So I told them when I left that first time that I met them, I said, "Hey, look," I said, "I really like you guys, man. Y'all really showed me a lot of love, and I really appreciate everything you did for me." I said, I'll be back. I'm gonna come back and come see you. You know, like I promise you that. I'm not the type of person that says I'm gonna come back and see you and not come back and see you. Ask my fucking Irish friends. They said, "Come back and see me," and I came back and saw them. You know what I'm saying? Like it's happened multiple times. So anyway, I don't know what the hell is going on. I keep hearing like, oh, it's in my ears. Okay, I wish they'd stop fucking sending me message on Facebook. Anyway, okay. So I go back to see him a couple months later, and I tell Dennis the story. I'm like, "Hey, Dennis," I was like, "Remember that night y'all took me to go see Vienna from up top?" And he's like, "Yes, bro. You want to go again?" And I was like, "Yes, actually, I do. But let me tell you what it is." And I was like, "All right, so when we were driving, I was like, I was sitting here and basically told him the same story I was telling you. And I was like, and he was the only one in the group that really spoke good English. So he was listening to me to tell him the rest of the story. And then he was going to fucking tell it to the other guys, you know, the other three that weren't really good English speakers. I mean, they speak good English. I don't want to take it away from them. They actually watch the channel. So I don't want them to kill me one day, actually sell my booty. So I told Dennis, I was like, "Hey, you know, this is what happened." I was like, and then I was looking at Moises, and I was like, "God, I'm gonna rip his throat out." And then, I was like, "You're next, bro," because Dennis was the one sitting in front. I was like, you were the second, bro. I'm gonna get you next. Not even give you time to react. And then I told him the whole story, and so Dennis is like, "Hold on, let me tell the other guys." So he starts, he starts telling them, and he's like, and Moises, "Kish, ha," like that. And Moises looks at me like this and leans forward and goes, "David, I will kill you." I'm laughing, and then so then Dennis keeps telling the whole story. He's like, "In Catalin, little guy, no problem." And then at the end, like they all just start busting out laughing, and at the very end, Daniel, which is the guy that fucking looks like he could fucking eat me, looks at me and goes, "David, you are a very brave man." And I was like, "Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate it, bro." But it was just such a good fucking time. They were so cool. I'm going to hang out with them in Vienna again. Those are my people. I'm going to hang out with the Brazilian bartenders and I'm going to hang out with Darren and the fucking Irish fucks down at the Irish bar around the fucking from the hotel. I mean, this is a good life. This is my best life, the best one I could possibly live, given all my circumstances that led me to this point in my life. This is the best I can do. I'm surrounded by my family and my friends in real life, and I've got 100 and we crossed 140,000 subscribers during the live stream today. 140,000 fucking best friends. Every one of you, man, you're all amazing. And so with that, I'm gonna thanks for a great live. Gotta go. Gotta go sicker than a dog and ready to pass. I'm kind of under the weather too, but it's some kind of allergy. I don't know. I don't feel bad. I just feel like clogged up, you know. Just got here. Where are you, Team Skeptic? Amsterdam, right now. Please don't take your shirt off. What are you, Nathan Thompson? That's another piece of shit. Can't wait. Whatever happened to him? Is he still out crying about his ex-girlfriend who's drinking blood? Justin, Team Skeptic doesn't love me enough to. No, 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 no. I'm sorry. I saw it. I saw it. I saw it. I saw it. And I just didn't read. God damn it, Justin. Huh? Hold on. I saw it and I was thinking about you because you had sent me a. Wait, did I? I read it, didn't I? Oh no, it's so far back I can't find it. Will you just tell me the message and I'll read it as if I didn't? I'm sorry, brother. It says deleted laws now. Okay. Bad Rooster says later Team Skeptic. Flaky Jake says find some Afrin. Yeah, I need. See, you can hear it. It's actually my throat's kind of going away now because I've uh, I've been partying too hard with you guys tonight. Repeat myself. Team Skeptic, good to see you, brother. It's been a minute. It has, old boy. It has. Man, I miss all you guys. I asked a question earlier, and I guess because y'all are the ones that are left here, y'all are going to be the ones that answer me. I'm going to take y'all's advice. More streams, yes or no? Put a 1 in the chat if it's yes. Hey, Direct D, I'll give you a ×10 booster because you got a check mark. Yes or no? One more streams. 1 yes, 2 no. And then after that, I'll end it. Man, you know what's hard for me is ending these things. Not the only reason it's fucking hard is because I don't want to go. Just love you guys, man. It's just I see other streamers and they just don't get this love. They're not as entertaining as me. I'll be honest with you. I watch a lot of people stream, and there are hardly anybody that I would say can stream like me. But you know, I am super modest too, though, so that's probably why I don't see anybody on my level. Free chili, yeah. Where at Wendy's? 69 craving more dick. Oh my god. All right, guys. Well, I am going to go because it is about that time. I really want to say thank you for everybody that came out. Yes, we'll do more live streams. I'll try to do some outside of the room. Like maybe we'll go out into the city and go find a nice little spot to sit down and do a live stream. But other than that, let me get set up for my outro. I'm Team Skeptic. And I'm mad. It doesn't lean back that far. There's no scare. It has to be scarier. It doesn't count like this. That was a little bit more. All right, good deal. I'm out. It takes a long time to get out of here. How do I end the stream? Oh, yeah. Okay. I almost forgot how to end my streams.